Warm greetings from the high 10. It's Everyday Shenanigans. Thank you for joining me. A lot of buffoonery is on the ground in Savannah, Georgia, that I've been told. But I want to share something with you before I go into my commentary. I was going to do this separately, but my devices aren't holding up well for me to do all this. I don't have enough time for everything. This morning while I was asleep, I heard the sound of the dump truck. And he sat out there for a while. The first pickup of the dumpster, when he clanked the doors to open the dumpster to empty into his truck, made a clank sound. Clank. And I jumped. And I was motionless, scared out of my wits, asking myself, well, you've heard the dump truck before. Maybe it's because I wasn't all the way awake, trying to sleep. But the interesting thing about this morning is how long it took him to empty out the trash. Never before since I've been at this address has it taken the dump truck driver long to empty the dumpster. Now the top flap has a little malfunction. It was also full. So I said, maybe he's taking a while because he has so much trash to empty out. And then I said, well, maybe it's something else in the dumpster caught up that won't come out. So my mind went to Quentin Simon. He wants out of that landfill. Although he's not on this side, to our knowledge. And he wants out of there. And I thought about that this morning when I jumped the first time I heard the clank noise. Clank, 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 clank. It went on. I can't tell you how long, but it seemed like eternity to me because I was trying to sleep. And the first thing I thought was, why is it taking him so long to empty out this bin? And as I said, the baby came to mind. He was put in a dumpster that was taken to a landfill cruelly, inhumanely. With no regard for his itty-bitty life. And I can't imagine being out there, no longer alive, not whole, and now people are out there trying to find him. Let me say, the sound of a dump truck emptying trash into the truck from the bin is noisy indeed. But on this morning, something wasn't right. And one could just say, well, it was full. That's why it took him so long to empty the trash out. That's why he was out there so long. He couldn't empty all the trash out. Maybe. Maybe. I just find it strange that on this morning, the dump truck took a while trying to empty the trash. And I'm talking about a baby that's in the trash. Kinsley said maybe it's a sign that they're going to find the baby. We will see. Dreams are very interesting. Kind of like the one I had about Summer last year, where she was in this room filled with old people, and I was trying to feed her a bowl of fruit. And I kept calling her name and she wouldn't answer. Very interesting. She was unbothered. Now, what did this dream mean? I have no idea. Could be just the dump truck was trying to empty out the trash. The can was too full, so it took him a while to get it all out. Clank, 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 clank. We will see. Let's get down to business. What in the hell are y'all doing down there? Ooh, y'all been busy. Dead fish. Now, Billy Joe, you know better than that. Cow manure. Ooh, I say Dolly got arrested. Ooh, shut your mouth. Somebody YouTube account messed up. Ooh, shut your mouth. See, you got to be more careful. Who you let in your playhouse? I think you should know that better than anybody, sugar. Because you was in my playhouse at one time. How about that? Ooh, I done told y'all about that Big K, Karma, she's a motherfucker. Drag Queens Are Us. Ooh, that was a nice little show last night. Ooh, baby. Don't do that again. That ain't cute. Chief Hadley. The FBI want to know why you haven't arrested Leilani, because they got everything they need to put her down, take her down. So we trying to figure out what's the problem. They trying to figure out what's the problem. It wouldn't be that you know, Miss Billy Joe. You two wouldn't have. Let me word this properly. Have you two crossed paths before, sir? I'm going to put this in my southern drawl. Sir, have you crossed paths with Billy Joe Howe, Chief Hadley? Because somebody thinks it's something personal going on down there. It's either you know her, you done dealt with her, her daughter, or there's some type of corruption. Which is it, sir? Or are we just disappointed? Did somebody get hit by a car down there on Buckhalter? So we got vehicular assault, dead fish, shit, a crackhead arguing, a YouTuber arrested, somebody account messed up that's a YouTuber because they let the wrong YouTuber in their playhouse. Night before, drag queens are us, is us, wanna be us, ain't us, because it ain't a she. Ain't y'all tired? Who needs cable when you got YouTube? Say it ain't so. I'll wait. Ooh, I'm so content up here in the mountains. What I keep telling folks, I'm so glad I ain't got your problems and your problems. Because these problems y'all got are man-made, artificial. What they call it, artificial insemination. You all are making your own life complicated on something that don't concern you. And that baby horse in Canada, ain't we done told you you're supposed to stay off that internet and you still talking? So you must think this a joke. You think these folks ain't watching you? You is really dumb. Hit the link. You got something to say about this buffoonery. You all are sad to me. Like I told my mom, I'm not with all this. And talking about it every day, I'm not with it either. Something ain't right down there because my information source tells me they got enough to arrest her. So, Chief Hadley, they trying to figure out what's your problem. Are you invested with this heifer? You've been sleeping with her, you like her, you're friends with her, you work with her man. What we talking about? Are y'all entangled? What's going on? Billy Joe, do you know Chief Hadley? Chief Hadley, what is it? You mad at the city because the people were mad because they didn't want you as the chief? You got to show them something. You got to show, you got something you got to prove. Bravado, as they call it. What's up? We confused. That baby in the landfill, he won't out of there. So all this extra stuff y'all doing, it's not helping him. Because he dead. Him not coming back. So all this old extra foolishness is stupid. But y'all like it. And y'all just giving the viewers something to do on their lunch break. When they get home in the evening. God, did you see what they were doing down there in Savannah? Making a damn fool out of themselves. I ain't never seen painted pigs, walking, talking horses with an iPhone Android. Ain't y'all tired? It's a beautiful day in East Tennessee. Gorgeous outside. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Birds chirping. Warm out. I'm sure it's warmer down in Georgia. I would be, frankly, trying to see downtown Savannah if I was there. I'd be trying to go to the river something, have a nice little dinner, a nice little lunch. You all the way down there in Hoodville Alley, hanging down there with a bunch of alley cats. For what? Because see, what you all don't seem to understand is like minds. You down there in that because that's what you are. Oh, did I hurt your feelings? You down there because that's what you like. You down there because that's what you like. Let me say it again. You down there because that's what you like. You down there because that's what you own. It's a dog, you a dog. It's a cat, you a cat. It's a rat, you a rat. You like that shit because that's what you are. You ain't informing me or nothing. What you informing me about? That's not Savannah, Georgia. $535 Buckhalter. It's not Savannah, Georgia. That's Hillbilly Alley. Salem's Lot. The Abyss. That ain't Savannah, Georgia. I don't know where the hell y'all at. But it ain't Savannah, Georgia. Hit the link. Join the panel. Chief Hadley, how long you gonna let this go on? I heard the police rode by and gave y'all a bird. Now that's just quite unprofessional. So you know if you go get an enemy, that ain't the one you want. Because all you need is a rogue cop hanging around Buckhalter. Somebody might have a nasty accident. Oh my goodness, I came out my hotel, my Airbnb. Oh, my tires were flat. Oh, my whole car's missing. Just like that garbage can this morning was clanking outside my door. Wait till y'all get y'all little dusty asses home. We gonna probably hear about some of y'all little dreams. They probably ain't gonna be too nice. Be ashamed for one of y'all have an accident on your way back home. Asphalt truck crashing to you. Driving too fast, fall asleep, go off the side of the road. I'm just saying. Sure be ashamed. One of you YouTubers and you other little dusty cats down there, something terrible might happen to you. You don't stay your ass off of 535 Buckhalter Road. Stay your asses from down there, leave them folks alone. You really showing what you're made of when you stand out there. You ain't even put that together, have you? All right, King. You just showing what you're made of. I'm different. I'm not like these people. I'm here for justice. I'm here for the baby. No, you ain't. You there for yourself. Because God didn't tell you to go down there. Moses didn't tell you to go down there. Job didn't tell you to go down there. Mary didn't tell you to go down there. You took your own ass down there. And Quentin Simon ain't told you because he dead. So who told you to go down there? I done told you. I wish the hell I would go out of town to get arrested. For what? Not I. Y'all like drama. What did I tell you all? The people that holler the loudest in the chat, on the channel, you are just like the people in the fucking news. Scream queens. Scream kings. All you do is stay in stuff 24 hours a day. You don't take a day off. So don't go stream live and talking about, I don't act like, I ain't a baby killer. You ain't a baby killer yet. All I done heard about the folks standing out there is damn gutter trash. How you different than Billy Joe and Leilani? It make me understand. I'm trying to figure out how you different. Excuse me. Help me understand. How are you different? Look like you the same to me. You a troublemaker. Troublemaker comes in all kind of flavors. A shit stirrer, a liar, a baby killer, a drug addict. I mean, it's just a different category. And I just said to Kinsley yesterday, I said, nah, ain't none of them gonna go to jail because they too scared to go to jail. They don't want to go to jail. They don't want nobody to see them go to jail on live. Oops, I was wrong. Somebody had something they wanted to prove. Damn, y'all ignorant. Y'all some ignorant motherfuckers. Or as Chris Thorns would say, sons of bitches. I'm up here Gucci. Hey, when I shut this computer off, I bet you ain't nobody coming here to take me to nobody's jailhouse. I wish the hell they would. Cause I can tell you now, when the queen get a charge, it won't be for no swinging no bat and no lottery, trying to take a dog out of stroller. Believe that. See, Chatham County, you should have put a stop to this. Don't nobody give a damn about no ordinance and all that. This ain't no apartment complex. These people are homeowners. So stop the bullshit. You have allowed these people to go and act a fool down there. And like she said, my mod, it'll probably be somebody down there from Savannah that decide to go ham and mow all your stupid asses down. Shoot all of you and keep it moving. Because you got people who get down like that. Kind of like that shit that happened in Houston, Texas with Takeoff. Just start shooting. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'll shoot all of you. Some of y'all don't think that there's people out there that ride or die like that. That just ride by and just shoot all of you. Come by, throw paint on you, egg you. Because it's been done. Come by there and throw gasoline on you, light your ass up. To prove a point. Now, mind you, nobody said that was right. But everything's about perception, you know. Well, let me look on their face. Well, let me look on Twitter and see what they done said. Should have been put a stop to it. So I wouldn't have no faith in that police department or the chief. He would not get a vote for me. He'd be the last person I would vote for. Because he don't have his shit together. Let me search these people. This was uploaded 1 hour ago. This afternoon, some of the protesters moved to Chatham County Police Department headquarters at 295 Police Memorial Drive. This is a much more appropriate place to hold such a protest. Yeah, I agree. This is what Brittany Wortham had to say. I understand the craziness, but you realize there's only 3 YouTubers out there and the rest is your community. I understand wasted times going out there, but I don't agree with arresting someone for grabbing a bullhorn from the woman who tried to run someone over and hit someone. Why wasn't she arrested? Or the neighbor who was swinging a metal baseball bat around threatening people? You arrested someone doing a handstand and someone grabbing a bullhorn but ignored the actual threats? Emma Wooten K, what does she have to say? Looks like she's from the UK. I've seen you before. Tell it to this nasty piece of work. She tried to hit people with her car today. Why don't you also arrest a woman who neglected, abused, killed, and then disposed of her own baby in a landfill? Well, let's see what this protester has to say. She's live streaming.
Oh, no. Let me tell you something. This is why Marissa's mother's dying, bitch. And I hope she fucking dies. I don't give a fuck who likes it. I don't give a fuck any of you don't like it. I hope the motherfucker dies tonight, bitch. Dies. I hope the motherfucker gets so bad cancer, she fucking falls out her asshole, bitch. How about that?
Don't like a little challenge, eh?
Oh, no. Let me tell you something. This is why Marissa's mother's dying, bitch. And I hope she...
Hold on, let me put it on the speaker. I don't need all that cussing. I'm the only one that cussed on this channel. All that damn noise that good was making. This must be the crackhead they talking about. Y'all some...
I don't give a fuck who likes it. I don't give a fuck any of you don't like it. I hope the motherfucker dies tonight, bitch. Dies. Hope the motherfucker gets so bad cancer, she fucking falls out her asshole, bitch. How about that? That's what...
Don't like a little challenge, eh?
Oh, no. Let me tell you something. This is why Marissa's mother's dying, bitch. And I hope she fucking dies. I don't give a fuck who likes it. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, my goodness. White girl, we don't
You
bounce.
don't like it. Hope the motherfucker dies tonight, bitch. Dies. Hope the motherfucker gets so bad cancer, she fucking falls out her asshole, bitch. How about that?
This
Don't
girl
like her little challenge, eh?
Oh no. Let me tell you something. This is why Marissa's mother's dying, bitch. And I hope she fucking dies. I don't give a fuck who likes it. I don't give a fuck any of you don't like it. Hope the motherfucker dies tonight, bitch. Dies. Hope the motherfucker gets so bad cancer, she fucking falls out her asshole, bitch. How about that?
Woo, that's on Twitter. Shut your mouth. I didn't know coming on Twitter would do all that. Now, somebody replied, tweeter at a snark said to Emma Wooten K, funny how it wasn't caught on video. Then Emma says, no, just a dozen witnesses who are all signed, affidavits. That'll do, smiley face. She's one of the most disgusting people I've ever had the misfortune to see on YouTube. Karma is coming for her. Oh my gosh, you must be fucking Cher. You must know Cher. You all are so funny. All of you are stupid. All of you. Doesn't matter. This little gremlin here, the other little gremlins, you have no business down there. You're not doing this for this baby. It's obvious. You sit up and judge other people and say what they shouldn't be doing and interfering, just like that other one with the crooked eyes and the glasses. You sit there talking all that shit about somebody ain't doing this and that, shouldn't be interfering. But then you go interfere with the whales. Wasn't you down there at their driveway last winter? Hooping and hollering and crying about dead dogs and shit. Then you carried your ass over there to Kingsport, fucking with that big girl and boy H, giving her money. Then y'all mad because she bought a TV. So what? It's her money. Hey, what they say, you do what you want with your money. You stupid to pay her. But like I told my mod, game recognize game. Queen know a hustler when she see one. You giving these people money so you can ease up in their pocketbook, under their armpit, see if they'll give you an interview live for your YouTube channel. Ain't nobody dumb. See, what y'all doing, this little street hustle up here on YouTube, it wouldn't go down in the street. Y'all been laying flat down. Flat. Flat. It wouldn't have been no pulling a bullhorn. It wouldn't have been none of that. Bloop, 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 bloop. See, y'all picking the right ones to fuck with. I done told you, I know people right now walking free on bond for murder. And you ain't at their house. Y'all picking them safe cases with the white folks. Yeah, I'm going to say it on this live. Now come for me. You're picking them safe white folks to fuck with. Come on up here. Come to New York, Chicago, Chi, California, Memphis. Go to them black folks walking around on bond for murder. Stand outside their door with a bullhorn and all that shit and see how well it go. See, y'all fooling with timid white folks. See, Billy Joe's a street person. But she's got something to lose. Now, you go fuck with another kind of hillbilly, you might have a problem. Ting. You ain't went to one black person's door with that bullshit. You going to the white folk house that you think won't get jiggy with your ass. Well, let me tell you something. I know some white folks up in here would love to play with you. Oh, honey. They would love to play with you. They dare you come up a driveway. I bet you would. Your ass won't be coming back down. You won't be live streaming nothing to YouTube. And your little friends, they little asses be missing too. Keep on fooling with them white folks down there. Just keep it up. Because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You're going to pick that one story And one of you gonna end up dead. Just keep it up. And for the motherfucker commenting on my channel about you like the protest, I don't care about what you like. I didn't send for you either. I don't care. I don't believe in foolishness. Because I know that's how people end up in the cemetery. Ain't you seen the boy dead? The boy dead. There's a baby in the landfill. How the fuck you think he got that? You think he walked in that? And you think you come all the way down here from where the hell you from and you supposed to make a change. You about to do something. Why don't you go to change.org? Ask for resignation of Mr. Hadley. Have him investigated. That's how you do things. Not what you doing. You should have been had your ass at the police station. Hey, we want to talk to Hadley. We want to talk to you. You over this investigation. You went to the FBI and asked for help. You won't let them take the lead. Why not? That's business. See, you all are business oriented. You're just a bunch of goofy motherfuckers that like to sit up in front of the cell phone and the computer and just go on and on and on. You know what I mean? Just quack, 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 quack all fucking day. Ain't nobody with that shit but a motherfucker like you. Motherfucker sitting up here with lipstick on. What the fuck? And that thing in Canada, that little baby horse up there, they got your number. Ooh, they stay on my phone. Everyday shenanigans, I want to tell you something. See, I don't got to be on the ground. I got this right here. Share. Let me holler at you. I want to make sure I wasn't hiding behind the camera when I did this live. You an accessory after the fact, you dumb bitch. Now go try to erase all them text messages. Go try to erase them text messages. I know what happened. But you didn't call Chatham County Police or the FBI to tell them you knew what happened. So therefore, use an accessory. While you fucking around in people's Google accounts. See, all that time you wasting playing on cell phones. You done played with Don Wells. You done coddled his nuts for a little while. Now you all the way down here up under Billy Joe ass cheeks. You could be building a life and fooling with your children, but you don't want to do that. You think you safe in Canada? It's not what I heard. It's not what I heard. I heard that they were consulting with Canadian authorities about your dumbass. That live you did last night? Golden. Your text messages? Golden. So keep staying on the phone and going live. I told you all, don't fuck with that white woman. Don't message her. Don't talk to her. Don't email her. Don't say nothing to that fucking horse. Because she thinks it's a joke. Putting her face up in the butt cheeks of these motherfucking baby killers. So guess what? By the grace of God, they handcuff your ass. You can suck all the butt cheeks you want right here on American soil, right down there in Georgia. Find your big pretty girl. Because you definitely be somebody's bitch. We're going to call you Quack Quack from now on. Because you don't know how to shut up. You talk too much. They dumping all of these people's devices. So what I'm trying to make myself understand is why would a motherfucker go talk to people involved in investigation knowing somebody is watching them and listening to the phone calls? Who does that? I definitely won't miss her. I don't watch her no way. I don't watch none of these YouTubers. They ain't talk about nothing because they're not serious. They done been forgot about Quentin, baby. This is just like Summer Wells, Cal City. It's all the same. Y'all too busy worrying about a bunch of low-life ass baby mamas, baby daddies, adoptive parents, the motherfucker that had them and got the kids taken away. Y'all like rooting for these motherfucking underdogs. Ain't y'all, it dawned on you why the hell they ain't got their children in the first place? Because they didn't want them. They didn't want to treat them right. They could try to give them somebody to raise. They couldn't even do that. Now they want to sue the state. How you gonna sue the state when you get you the reason the children got taken? But some of y'all root for her out there in California. You root for the Wells, and this motherfucker, he get drunk, get turned up, probably beating the kids up, beating the mama up. The mama, she don't care. She dressing like a man, acting like she a boy, wanting little boys. But this is who you rooting for. Now you way down here in Savannah, in the swamp, rooting for two dust-ass hillbillies. For what? What you want with them? You root for them because you like them. You standing on that pavement because you like them. You ain't fooling me. I know about the streets. You not fooling this queen. You down there because you's a gutter rat too. Now, what you got to say? And make sure you spell my name right. Sick of all you. Y'all motherfuckers are ignorant to me. I'm here for the baby. I'm here for Quentin. And that one, you so geeked up and high. You are high as fuck. What the hell you saying? Making no sense. Stupid cow. What the hell wrong with you? You better speak English. We don't know what the hell you talking about up there on that damn live stream. I said, Lord have mercy. Somebody burn you. Burn YouTube down. Just burn it down. Cause y'all some sick people. Y'all some sick puppies. Y'all entertaining these people, and you got these people out here trying to find this baby. You don't even care about that little boy. That's what's shameful. Y'all don't even care about that little boy at all. You don't give a damn about that baby. 1 minute, you guys. You don't care about that baby. Just like you didn't care about Summer Wells. Excuse me. You don't care about Cal City. Just something to do. I thought, is this a voiceover? Who is this talking? And then had the nerve to go film from wherever the hell they stand. Some damn man dressed in women's clothes. Who the fuck is this? What the hell has got to do with Quentin Simon? I said, what? Look, I done turned. Wait a minute. I was looking. I said, what the hell has got to do with the baby? What the hell is going on here? I thought, what the hell? Quack, quack. That's her name. I seen the one looking out in the camera, and then that thing come out with I don't know what that thing had on, some kind of dress, some kind of top or dress. I said, I know that ain't no woman. Look, I would take it back to the color purple. How about who this woman? That ain't no woman, that's a man. What the fuck? Oh, Satan, get your children. This ain't got nothing to do with this little boy. Look. Well, everything said leopard print, honey. Oh, well, whatever. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I don't give a fuck what them whores had on. I know one of them was a motherfucking man. I know that. I know one thing. That wasn't no girl. That was a man that had breasts. These is breasts, baby. This the real deal right here. Hey. Ask a man and been with me to tell you. Oh, them real. Them belongs to her. They ain't took no hormones to pump up no damn boobs. Stupid. Then the man, he got on lipstick. What somebody called to tell me? Ain't you? Ain't you? That boy got lipstick on. The motherfucking lie. Who the hell are these? Hop on. Who are these people right here? Yo, man. A mockery. Hell to the yeah. Hell to the yeah. You done show made a mockery out that baby, man. Y'all did some nasty shit with somewhere else, but now you done went full-fledged. Y'all some nasty son of a bitches. Can't see. Wait a minute. One of the motherfuckers blind, the other one a man in a dress, and then there's a man wearing lipstick. What the fuck is this right here? Three Stooges. Then you got a baby horse in Canada. Can't cross over the border. The bitch ain't got a passport. Grandmama putting shit in the yard. Dead fish and cow manure. Hey, where Leilani at while y'all doing all this? This ain't got nothing to do with Quentin Simon. I'm gonna ask you again, who we looking for? Because I don't know what the fuck been going on since yesterday until today. You all are pitiful. Girl, pee in your pants. You at home peeing them. Crackhead with a stroller with dogs in it. I'm done, Satan. I mean, I'm talking about Dope Fiend Alley. And they steady talking about somebody else getting high. You high on the live stream. Adore. The fuck are you saying? Speak English. Then talking about snorting some cocaine. They said it because they thought you are high. You look high, motherfucker. Look like a duck, walk like a duck, it's a duck. Quack, quack. I can see Russia from my house. All them bitches down there look bad. Did you what I said? You got men want to be women, women want to be men. What the fuck is going on? Billy Joe, shit, y'all to go. All y'all need to go to the Walmarts, get you some hair color, and get a fucking hair trim. They cut your hair in Walmart. Did y'all not know they got a beauty salon in Walmarts? Everybody need to get together on a little short bus and carry their ass to the Walmarts and get them a motherfucking haircut. Get your good trim and ask them bitches to color your damn hair. I'm sick of looking at all you whores. And that motherfucker that's dressed like a woman, bitch, what size shoe you wear? My name is Linda. Linda wears size 14 shoes. Shut up, Queen. And just all in the camera. Did you see it? Just praying. I was like, what in the hell is this? I kept looking like, what does this have to do with this baby? Hey, Tiffany, I was confused because I was looking like, okay, you know, when it's late night, you're a little sleepy, you know, you're still up and your mind is telling you, cut that YouTube off. That's the devil's workshop. Turn it off. Then I got the looking, the one, you know, the other little clown that can't see, she all doing this, twisting her head. Then that thing come out and I look, I said, well, is it a bob or you pinning it up? I'm confused. And then I kept looking and I said, shit, I'm about to start getting high. Damn. Where my crack rock at? What the fuck? Two men want to be women. Damn, man. Come on, man. What the? Who the woman, who the man? I sure hope this ain't your wife or your husband. Who is the woman, who the man? I'm confused. The husband must be at home with the children. You done left your family for this bullshit? Yeah, I'm calling you out. Come for me. Y'all like fucking with motherfuckers. I'll meet you outside. Yeah, I'm jiggy tonight. Because you all are ignorant to me. Don't you have children, bitch? Why the fuck you ain't at your house with your children? That's why I'm confused. You got a whole life somewhere else, allegedly. And you done rode way down here to come down. I'm just trying to understand what's going on. I got 190 views and ain't none of you hit the link. I ain't trying to sit up here and talk all night about these motherfuckers, these goofy ass fucking YouTubers. I know one thing, something going on with that damn chief. You allowing all this to go on. And I got word today that somebody's a little suspect with you. Think maybe you got something going on with Billy Joe and that girl, her daughter, why you ain't arrested her. I don't know. I don't know what you've been doing down there. But something is not looking right with the people that's involved in this case. What you mean it ain't no good, girl? Well, I must have put the wrong one up there. I did. Hey, y'all got me so twisted around, I done put the wrong link up here. I done flipped the paper over to the wrong link. Hell, y'all got me up here about ready to start getting high. You need drugs to fool with these damn folks. That's why I wasn't fool with none of them. I want to contact you. We need to hook up and all that bullshit about you YouTubers need to get together. No, you need to get together with them. I ain't getting together with none of them. I ain't getting together with none of them. They not my motherfucking friends. I ain't even fucking with none of them. I don't know them folks. Look how they act. Look how they act on a live stream. Why would somebody want to be friends with them? For what? Hell no. You better watch your purse. I heard one of them YouTubers like to steal money, so you better hide your purses in them damn Airbnb and hotel rooms. I said it. While y'all sitting up there riding a joystick down there on Buckhalter, all I'm saying is you might want to be careful. When y'all money come up missing, don't go live streaming. That bitch stole our money. Gonna whoop her ass.
You want cuss for that? Or
Let me quit cussing. I gotta get off this camera. I had enough of this bullshit. Take it away, baby.
I have to behave. I'm having my nails and toes done.
Well, I need to be with you. I need a hair trim. You think I can go to Canada and get me a hair appointment?
Shit, well, I know you can because you can get you got a passport. She can't even get one.
I can take the Greyhound to Detroit and go through unless they don't let you go through Detroit no more on the bus.
You know, I told you hours ago today that there's something up with that chief. Well, Billy Goat, I have one question. Why did you decide to go to Tybee Island? Is that because the chief lives there?
To who?
The chief,
You
Billy Goat.
Oh, wait a minute. What did you just say, girl? Wait, I gotta sit back down and listen. Woo! Wait a minute, I'm about to have a stroke. Lord Jesus, somebody get me an ambulance. What did you just say, girl?
I told you hours ago, right?
That's the best sauce right there.
And we talked about this morning.
Ooh.
This morning in the AM.
Come up here and speak on everyday shenanigans. Just a whole bunch of folks.
Hello, Queen.
Okay, yeah. Wait a minute. Let Kinsley finish speaking, and then I got Vanna. Then you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, come on, Kinsley.
Bring
the 411, baby.
So just to let everybody know, the Queen and I talked about this early in the AM. Early.
Damn.
That something was up.
Chief Hadley, you ain't pumping Billy Joe, is you? Shut your mouth. Could it be that Billy Joe been working the town? Ooh, Anya, did you say that? Yes, I did.
Shit, she's been working the chief.
She works hard for the money. So hard for it, honey. Woo! Billy Joe. Hey, that's how you bought them campers. Anya. Now, Anya, that's not nice. Now, Anya. Now, you stop that.
This is just something else.
Wait a minute. So, Chief Hadley lives... Girl, I'm... Please tell me you're making this up.
I wish.
Okay, so what you trying to say?
Well, I think they got some sort of ties somewhere. Somehow, somewhere.
Ooh,
that's just my personal opinion.
She been coddling him nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Vanna?
Here, I'm here.
Hit it.
What is going on? I can't even the house.
I gotta pour. Look, I gotta pour some lemonade in my cup. I'm done. Oh Jesus! Get your cherry. Go ahead, Tower.
Who lives in the hotel?
Now look at you all on 15th Street.
The chief. The chief
live in a hotel.
The chief of Chatham County.
Wait. Okay, wait a minute. I know you. Okay, I'm done.
This is a mess.
Well, I'm getting ready to go on Twitter right now and say it. Follow the queen on Twitter. I'm about to get drunk now.
You know what I really want to know is
Wait. Wait a minute, we're moving too fast. Hold on a minute. Big girl gotta sit down. Hold on a minute. Wait. Why would the chief of police be living in a motel?
I don't give a shit where he lives.
You're not listening. You're not listening.
Look.
Why would the chief of police be living in a motel?
You know why he's got to go get his Billy go to BJ.
I beg your pardon?
He's got to go see that Billy goat for his BJ.
What the fuck them two got to do with him being in a motel, girl?
No, he wasn't at the motel.
I thought you said he living at the motel.
No, I said he lives at Tybee Island or Tybee, whatever it's called.
Okay, he lives on Tybee Island.
Yeah. Not
Shit,
at the
yeah, don't,
motel.
yeah, because don't want to start spreading no rumors over here. They said I made up some shit. I was gonna say, why are you leaving the motel?
Oh, y'all got me to the floor.
Okay, who's next? Shenna go. I'm dead.
Y'all, I can't. This is a big old circus show. It's
Ooh.
too, man, I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. I thought Summer's case was bad, but this right here, I don't even know where to start on which one.
Every day, Shenan one on Twitter.
Okay.
Ooh, Jesus.
Man, if it ain't from this show, it's the other show. I've been bouncing on channels saying, wait
I
a
don't
minute.
watch none of that crap. I ain't trying to watch none of it, but I think it's funny. Somebody got arrested.
I watched it. It was funny watching it.
What happened? Well, tell the queen what happened, honey. I think I'm gonna put some popcorn on the stove.
Okay, let me share it with y'all. So yeah, I watched it. So they're there, and there's the crackhead lady. She by herself, and she's
Okay.
against all the clowns, right? So she's against them
Okay,
by
but let me ask
herself.
you this. So let me ask you this: is the crackhead with the dogs for Billy Joe?
Yes
Okay.
and no. Yes and no. She's against the show. She's really just there to fight them other people, from my understanding. Okay.
So, but I don't understand what you're saying. She for Billy Joe or she not?
I think she's straddling the fence. She's just really there.
That's that heroin.
Yeah, because she's really there
That
to
bitch
go
that gave them dogs. Wait a minute. That bitch that gave them dogs for hitting that man.
the dog chirping and barking. So she got her bullhorn, okay? And she's cussing them out. And Dolly goes and snatched it aggressively out of this woman's hands. And he gets arrested on camera. And by then I clicked off because my mental health status was going off the chain.
Why? You get upset?
Because I was watching it.
You should have got you some popcorn.
I know.
Listen, I'd advise any of you that like watching this bullshit to keep you an air popper or a good old pot to put on the stove and buy some kernels and popcorn the old way. Because I'm about to put some on there now while I'm live.
I might pour a drink.
And if you hear me crunching, it's my damn business. How about that? Shenna, go.
Yes. Yes.
Come on.
Okay, so Dolly gets arrested, right?
Okay.
This is the crazy part. Y'all gonna love this part. They're all outside trying to get them bonded out, right? Mm-hmm. The subscribers is cash apping like crazy, right? Mm. They didn't even have to pay to get Dolly out. The bonds person did it for free. So now all this money is just, to the bloggers.
So he can buy some McDonald's.
I guess some more Xanax and all that. That's what they gonna be buying.
He can buy that blind bitch son because she was geeked up too.
Oh, they was all geeked up. They still geeked up.
3 blind mice. See how they ran.
They all run and go. All run and go.
Yes, we knew something was wrong because I kept hearing her voice and I said, who was that talking? So I had to go look at my phone and I looked and I said, that can't be her talking. What the fuck am I missing? Why do you sound like that?
Girl.
Something's wrong with her, man. That bitch is high. You high.
They said she tooted it on live. That's why she was rubbing her nose right on the live outside the police station. Allegedly.
So that's why she's acting strange.
Yeah.
Somebody put it up on their channel about his criminal record. I didn't know that was his brother. They just said somebody lived with him. I don't know nothing about it. So somebody said, how you fighting for children? You got a criminal in your house. Damn, Dolly.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh.
This is a hot mess. We're supposed to be about a baby.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, it's live at the Apollo.
Yeah, it is.
Queen, let's load up and go so we can get us some free food and free.
I thought about going down there, but I wouldn't go to Buckhalter. See, I don't work like that. What I would be doing is talking to the people in the community.
Come on, Queen. Me and you could go down there. We'll just set it off.
Yeah, you just go talk to the people in the community. How do you feel about this woman walking free? See, you can get more, honey. See where I'm going? You talk to the people in the community. Let them talk to the camera. Let them tell you, yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, woo, woo, woo. That shit they doing. That's so they can pay their motherfucking light bill. Fuck that bullshit.
Well, you know, the holidays is coming.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
What you said in here? He's got a registered SO in his house. A who?
Oh,
That's like window. Okay, I'm done. Damn, Dolly. I'm saying, Annie. He lives on Tiny Island.
They all better stop before they just come with the paddy wagon
and pull them
all out. Mm-hmm.
I know one thing. That motherfucking baby mule, she needs to have where she at. Don't you even think about getting on fucking Delta or American Airlines. Come over here.
Did you just call her a mule?
You stay your Billy go ass right up there in Canada. Well, won't you hear? Well, won't you hear?
She couldn't afford a plane ticket of her life.
Let me tell you something about the South. People in the South don't care for people up north any motherfucking way. You get to talk about Canada. Oh yeah. Hell no. Hell no.
Well, she was supposed to be there Tuesday. So what happened to Tuesday? I don't know.
Don't come Tuesday. Don't come Tuesday. Stay up there. And listen to what the Queen trying to tell you, Sharon. Let me say this on this live stream. 1 minute and 2 seconds in. You do not want to come to the United States. I'll let you figure out why you should not come here. Stay your ass over there. We don't want you here. We don't want you here.
Queen, she doesn't even have a passport, so you know it takes a minute to get a passport. So why is she coming?
I don't know.
She don't have.
She wants to sleep on Billy Goat's floor.
Oh,
I tell you what. Fuck around, she'll be in that dumpster where that baby at. Shut up, Amy.
Oh shit!
And they're gonna feed her those sardines that they got out front, or dead fish head, whatever they were.
They put dead.
Oh my God! Did you hear the news? What they found a YouTuber in a swimming pool. Yeah.
I'm going blast it everywhere too.
They said they found a YouTuber. Where's she from? Canada. How did she get in a swimming pool? Nobody knows.
I want to know why she's so invested. Why is she so invested in trying to convince everybody after
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the horse or Billy Goat. I mean the horse or the mule.
What you need to do is take that motherfucking cash out and get her nose done. Fuck coming over here.
Oh my.
Well, you know she does that.
Well, it's probably good because when you like, the nose of people nuts and ass, you need a good nose.
Oh, hers is horrific.
She's a nut nuzzle. Hey, I don't care. Listen, I don't care how you get down in your bedroom. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You like to nuzzle them nuts? Hey, I ain't no hater. just make sure you're doing a damn good job.
Right. Well, I see she tends to go with the families of the missing children.
Yeah.
She does that. It's like a pattern. She'll go against everybody else to get them support.
Well, that lets you know that even if it's for show, it's sick.
It is.
It's sick. because
It's
a
sick.
person would weigh it out first before they start saying who's innocent, who's guilty.
But you have to think of it like this, right? So her dad just got out of prison. She lost her kids. She
Her dad,
has.
slow down, kids. Her dad got out of prison for what?
That's what I want to know.
I could have swore I read for murder.
What?
Wow.
Oh.
I don't quote me, but I read that.
Well, he probably shit like children or a man or everybody doing some just unsavoriness.
Yeah, they is.
But you see,
Stardust said murder.
She
So that's why she's the underdog. She's trouble.
comes
She's
from that.
jacked up life. She done said some shit to AB about her mammy. So she's had a fucked up life, and she's one of those that's gonna ride that wave. I'm gonna fight for anybody that's arrested. It don't matter if they guilty or not. They did it, didn't do it. I'm gonna ride for you anyway. See, people like her are dangerous. People like Sharon. I wouldn't even drink Kool-Aid from that bitch house.
Nope, never.
I wouldn't even drink at her house.
Because after she get the fame, she turns on the suspects like she did Don. You know,
she flipped it real quick. But
let me tell you something about that. Cheryl would have never turned on him had Don not snickered and laughed with Candace to where they knew it was a joke about the FBI coming to pick up Don. Remember that?
Yeah.
If they had never done that, she'd still be fucking with him.
You think so?
Yes. Yes. You gotta remember, that's what turned everybody that was supporting him against him. Found out he made that up about Candace crying on the phone. Oh,
yep.
Yeah, I came and picked him up. That's when she turned. But had that never happened, she'd still be in this corner.
It's just strange, you know. She could care less about these missing kids.
That's a nasty white woman. That bitch nasty.
I mean,
she's the underdog, like you said, Queen. She got to fit in somewhere. So I'm gonna go with the person that everybody's against. You know.
Yeah. Well, guess what? Bet you gonna climb in that motherfucking cell with him.
Yeah.
Say what,
baby? There's just some things that you cannot do. You cannot. You can't get online and claim that you know something about a homicide. You cannot do that.
Well, look how Summer's case got messed up with all this crap, you know? Yep. And now it's just this worse. It's like on steroids.
Yeah.
And here's what I can't even wrap my head around is as a grandmother, right? Billy Goat. How do you even justify walking to your front lawn and putting cow manure and dead fish? As much as like you don't like those people that are outside, right?
It's my house.
I would have never done it.
What I want to do is my house.
I don't care. That right there she just showed. We already knew she didn't care, right? We already knew.
Right.
But she just sealed the deal, man.
It's my house. And I want these people off my damn property. You got to get out of here. You got to go.
Well, she's one foul broad.
Oh yeah. Did you hear how her history is? She broke down a little bit about her past.
Oh yeah, I don't care about her stupid past.
But what happened? Run to the queen. I like
Look, I'm a running. She had kids at a young age, on dope at a young age, been married a couple times. And, you know, it's for sure a generational pattern what's going on with her and her daughter.
Guess what? You better know when other husbands, if they lie or not, I said.
At some point, her daughter could have changed the clock. Her own daughter.
The mama could have started with her daughter by changing it. You know,
right. She can get up there. She can get back up there on the Billy Goats panel tonight, and she can cry some more tears. I don't care. That don't faze me. You can cry and you can say how you came from a horrible past and you this and you that. Sorry, broad.
Yeah.
Not,
But that ain't got nothing to do with you leaving your kids alone.
nope.
No, it don't. No.
You making excuses.
Yeah, you're making excuses that your grandson's dead.
Right.
You know?
And your daughter did it.
Yeah,
I mean,
and your
I
daughter.
understand it's your daughter and you're taking up for your daughter, but what about the grandbaby? You know?
Yeah, that was all. That was all
I'm going old school with y'all. I'm gonna put me some popcorn in the skillet. I've been sitting, them kernels been sitting in there for the longest. I said, while I'm sitting here watching my own TV show, I'm gonna put some popcorn in the skillet.
You ain't doing the microwave, huh? You doing the skillet.
Oh no, I'm about microwave popcorn no more. Girl, I got them kernels. I don't know how old, we'll find out. They on the skillet right now with some butter and some oil. Shut your mouth.
We all know how old they are.
Well, let's talk about the police department and not arresting this girl.
To me, something's not adding up. I don't care how you slice it or dice it. It doesn't add up. I don't buy this. I'm dotting my I's and crossing my T's.
I might have a problem here. If you coming in this chat with some nonsense, you about to get your ass out of here.
My thing is, I got a question. Don't they need a body though to have her arrested?
No.
That was my question.
That's gonna depend on whoever run an investigation, how they want to rock the situation.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They got a body. It's less work, right? It's less.
There are many cases that have convictions without a body.
They got her on camera. I mean, come on.
Well, you still got people talking crazy.
It's just something's not adding up.
Maybe they all connected. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Something somewhere. They are. We're gonna come finding out some crazy, nonsense. Probably.
See, that's the thing about situations like this. You don't know people.
Mm-mm.
Thank you, Josie, for following the queen on Twitter. I don't really talk on Twitter. I make comment every blue moon on something. I just joined it because I was following a case out of my area about Frederick Black, and I was trying to get an update. So when I opened the article, I couldn't read it because I wasn't on Twitter. So I had to, set up everything. But I comment every blue moon on something. Right now, these people talking bad about. They going off on me because of my comment I made about that shooting over there at UT a couple weeks ago. Well, why would I not question why a 65-year-old man is getting shot outside of a liquor store when everybody knows the only people that really hang over there are children, young people. I'm not saying older people don't have a right to be walking around. It's not what I was intending to say. But why would I not question when I know that place is catered to young people? Walk around if you want. I'm not telling somebody they can't walk around. I just said, why is a 65-year-old man getting shot? They didn't give no details. So I asked the question.
Yeah, these people, they just want to jump the gun, though. You know what I mean? They don't know how to have a normal conversation.
You fool with the queen on YouTube, Twitter. I'm the same everywhere. I ask questions. You put the story up. You didn't get no information. So I asked, why was he getting shot?
Right.
Because usually when you hear people getting shot over there, it's young people shooting each other. Somebody said the DA is very, very shady. Y'all research it. And even the mayor was in an article August saying they wanted to hire a federal prosecutor due to crime not being punished in that county. Very interesting. Thank you, everything. That's they may have Auntie. They may have went up there and met. She done went up there and Billy Joe done went up there and then sucked on somebody's nut up there. Nut hugger.
Thank you.
What's that? Billy Joe sitting there, bitch. Leave me alone. What's the outcome gonna be? Because it's getting out of hand now.
Yeah, it's gonna get worse.
It's gonna get worse.
Will ever come by I was thinking ain't nobody gonna come over there and mess with them stupid folks that want to go to jail. But I always know all it takes is one person. But I never thought a YouTuber would get arrested.
No.
Well, here's the thing.
Because that's money you gotta spend. You understand what I'm
They
saying?
don't matter. They were dropping thousands right now. One person
Yeah, they
alone,
were.
I think, dropped $1,000 one shot. So that's
One
how
did.
bad.
1,000 where?
One
Gave
cash
to
out.
Bullhorn.
I can't hear you.
One person dropped 1,000 that quick. Just one person. That wasn't
What
everybody
you
else.
mean on a you mean for a super chat?
No, it was
No,
a cash app. Here's 1,000 for his bail.
I wish the fuck I would give a fucking YouTuber $1,000 because
Yep.
they down there raising hell. I'm not going to give you $1,000 when nobody told you to go down there.
One gave 1,000, and then one turned around and said, "Here's 200 for you, and here's another 1,000 for the bond." And he got out for free. So
you just gave up $1,200 for nothing.
Well, here's the thing. That just
Oh
goes to show you. That just goes to show you how hard some of these people ride for them. Like money wise.
Somebody in the chat is saying, Katie is saying, yes, did a sentence for murder. The victim was a bad man, according to Cher. Yeah. As if we believe anything to come out of her mouth.
Yeah, that Billy Goat belongs in the barn, man.
yeah,
It's not credible.
Oh,
I don't believe none of these junkies.
oh my goodness. You just said it. Junkies are us. We are junkies. We like to get high.
Pass up me. I need a dope. I need dope.
What a cocaine? What a cocaine? What a cocaine? What a cocaine? I want to know where the dope dealer at. I want to talk to the dope dealer.
Yeah, there's a little bit of everybody down there.
I'm stacking my money. Let the dope dealer reach out to the queen. Reach out to the queen. The queen want to talk to you.
Oh,
I want to know who the dope man is.
Hold on.
Y'all ain't really paying attention to the story.
No, this is what I want to know. I want to know when all this went down, right? And they're standing out there. They're literally standing out there, and they're figuring out who is gonna pay what.
Mm-hmm.
As much as a lot of people don't like, you know who, the one that can't see and that was all doped up.
Oh yeah.
She was the first one that said I got it. And why everybody else was
she got what?
Deer. She was going to go put the money. She was going to go do the bail. And everybody else just stood around and looked at each other like a deer seeing headlights.
And they were the one getting the cash apps. That's crazy.
I don't understand what you're saying. She's going to go bond them out?
She was the first one when the sheriff said it's $2,900. And everyone is like thinking about how they're all going to come together with X amount of money, and so.
Yeah, we heard Susan. He out of jail. We know, so he can go carry his ass back over there.
But
he should, because that lady could get a restraining order.
The one YouTuber was the first one and the only one that was like, I got it. I'm just going to go put it on my credit card. Nobody else said, I got it.
But Bullhorn was supposed to be the main one who had it, right?
Right.
I see what you're saying.
She was the first one that was like, any of our can't get arrested. I got it. I got bail money. No, you don't. No, you don't.
No, because once the card got declined, the lady we talking about, her card got declined. They was all standing out there looking in purses, trying to figure out who was gonna come up with some money. Not saying, "Oh, I just got $1,000 cash app. I'll put that on it." No one offered that $1,000.
Nope. Hey, and did you see how the Bullhorn just looked at him?
Yeah,
she knew she had to say what she said because she was gonna keep that shit.
Yeah.
And she said, give it to Molly. Give it to Molly for that, towards the bail.
It ain't going
she
to
wasn't
Molly
gonna do
now.
that. Yeah.
Woo, when I say the hustle is real, is it not?
But that shit was priceless. When they were all looking at each other like, who's gonna pay it? None of us have that kind of money.
And I'm thinking, damn, y'all been super chatting in cash. Y'all ain't got a couple hundred?
Right.
Yeah, that was nuts.
I was like, damn.
Nobody out of jail.
Yeah, well,
You got way down there. Know you got to spend money to stay down there to be bonding. Nobody out no motherfucking jail. Y'all some rules.
well, the one has been preaching it all week long. Oh, I got bill money. I got bill
Yes,
money.
you have.
No,
The
you don't, chick.
subscribers.
And if you do, you ain't giving it up.
Show ain't.
Man.
So you know what's crazy? The other protesters is bringing a clown out there tomorrow, and they're all going to fight it out tomorrow. I can't. I'm just like, you can't make this up.
Yeah, where's the clown coming from? Is it like gonna
From
be a full
another?
costume?
Yeah, it's going to be from a content creator that don't like them. But I don't think it's for baby Q. I think it's just to go get them. It's to go fight it on out.
Just take it to the street, man. Bring Billy Joe out there. Drag it through the street.
Go get Leilani.
Yeah, go get Leilani. Bring her mom.
Where is she?
Bring the brothers.
Did she run with the boyfriend somewhere?
Billy Joe, I got a question for you.
I tell you what, she in that trailer that y'all thought was sold. Y'all don't pay attention to stuff. Y'all assume anything. You got to follow common sense. If they had a trailer, been having it, why would they all of a sudden sell it? That's you just make up stuff. You don't have no proof that she sold anything.
Well, I need to know why the Billy goat don't want her son talked about. What's up with Polly Boy?
Somebody got to go back to work here short and say, well,
where's Paul been? Where was Paul at during these hours? From what I've heard, the authorities haven't cleared anybody. No one's been cleared.
Well, I thought it was just one suspect.
No, you have to go back and listen to what he says.
Okay.
He says she is the prime suspect.
Mm-hmm.
In every press conference and written statement, she is the prime.
Ain't see what you talking about, BJ and Sheriff behind what?
She's the only.
What you talking about?
What you talking about, Willis?
Talking about who?
What am I?
We're talking about.
Cause I've been in the kitchen, honey. My popcorn.
I'm gonna push mute just for a second.
Well, I want to know, are they going back over there tonight?
Nobody's been cleared.
Nobody's been cleared.
I tell y'all.
And no one's been cleared, and he's never said she is the only suspect. He says she is the prime. Two totally different things.
Okay, prime suspect.
I saw where baby.
Well, why is she still running free?
Hey. I saw where baby Q biological dad was killed today in a hit and run. I don't know nothing about it.
I want to know why all those people are dying over there. You know, he's had 3 people die or 2 people die. Bubba's grandma, or was it the grandma, then the mom, and now the dad.
You don't know what the fuck you talking about. Get out my chat with that
How
bullshit.
many got lost?
You don't know who been cleared. Ain't nobody been cleared or nothing. Let me get out of here because I'm going to start acting ignorant now. And that's it.
Oh, just
you must
ignore him.
Then. Always a wanna be somewhere.
Right.
Let me get my phone because I can block your ass better over here.
I'm trying to see the chat while I'm on here. Let me see.
Quentin dad been cleared. That's good. Must be one of his gay homies. Yeah, all right, homeboy. See,
I did hear. I did hear that the grandpa got hit in a hit and run.
Oh, I thought somebody said the dad, biological dad. So
no,
wait a minute.
The grandpa, the dad,
okay.
The daddy.
So let's listen. So now, the mama died last week. Now the daddy dead.
Yes.
Yes, the baby daddy, the baby Q's daddy's grandpa and grandma.
Oh, grandparents, not his mama, not his dad.
No, not his
Okay,
dad. The grandpa.
the
Okay.
grandpa.
Well, my
Yeah,
condolences.
Bubba's grandpa.
Okay, my condolences.
He don't got nothing to do with this. He's
Yeah.
you know.
Mm-mm.
They ain't talking
No.
bad about his parents, but I still don't trust somebody that ain't talked to their baby mom in 8 months.
Kid?
Come on now.
Yeah, what's up with that? Why didn't he have anything to do with his kid?
Well, she was laying up
He-
with another family.
Why somebody want
I
to come in
don't
this
care.
chat? Why somebody want to come in this chat and tell me who cleared and ain't cleared? You can't clear nothing. The one who was cleared, the Bubba's the only one cleared, not Danny.
I
Yeah,
don't think the
Bubba was because he
remote
wasn't
cleared.
nowhere near. Yeah, well, he was. They said that he hadn't been around in 8 months or 6 months, nothing like that.
But it
They
still
don't.
shows
They
you don't care.
don't
You're
even.
not in tune with your child. Your child is now dead. How you gonna explain why you have not been trying to
Yep.
see your child?
Well, we don't know if she wasn't letting them see him neither.
I think
so.
he
It don't
wanted to pay
matter.
child support.
It don't matter. Remember when he told the Daily Mail? I told her before she left me, I will put the baby in daycare. I will take care of the child. He could have went to the
Probably.
courts and told
Maybe
them,
it wasn't
"Hey,
his.
I got a kid down here. I'm trying to see. She won't let me see him."
Yeah,
You just got
it
to
was
spend
her.
money. Listen, the gist of the story is you have to spend money.
I ain't got the money.
So Top was cheap. He was talking all that shit with her back in North Carolina. But when the shit got down to it and she left, you didn't put your foot forward and say, okay, she ain't answer my phone. Let me go down here and file papers to see my kid. That's what I'm saying. He was talking shit.
I mean, nowadays you don't even have to do it in person. You just do that online. So there's no excuse for any of that.
No, what no excuse.
You know, he could have just filed the papers and paid the $15 or whatever dollars it is online and call it a day. Wait till you get the paperwork in the mail.
But then you got to remember, he got to deal with the mama and the grandma to see the boy. Too,
Everything
so.
Not Known says, and what about child support for him? We heard she was orders last month. We ain't heard of have to pay. Very good question. Thank you. See, everybody like talking around the subject. You don't like to deal with it. Real. She got custody of these kids. So while Bubba's sitting here crying to the Daily Mail, have you paid any child support to Leilani? Oh, wait. Even if you can't see your kids, are you sending something to her? $20 money order, something?
Yeah. Are you nowadays you can order diapers, formula.
So you went to the house? You went to the house when you heard the baby was missing. So how'd you get to the house? The police gave you the address or you already had the address? See, those are the questions y'all don't ask. You just jump the gun and assume stuff. I tell you, you have to listen to what they're telling you. He went to that house. So how did he know where she lived? I'll wait.
Yeah, he clearly had grandma's phone number because they were talking. He recorded the conversation. He sold the conversation.
Well, and that too.
So I got a question. Is all the kids by him or just?
No. She got 3 different baby daddies.
Everyone has
Oh, damn. At 22.
She's like a koi fish pond.
Leilani got that. She got that good Hawaiian kitty cat.
It's right good. Right.
Hell, somebody say she got the Hawaiian monkey. Shut up, Amy.
Shit. That's where they took a dive in her. Hey, listen. They took a dive in her fish tank this morning and pulled out those headless fish. Took them right to the front lawn.
As the men love to say, she got that good.
That's snack pack.
You just fall in and fall in love.
She's dirty.
Yeah,
with her children, you check in, but you don't check out.
Yep.
Just popping them out.
Oh, baby.
I want to know why Leilani hasn't went outside and went toe to toe with the tubers.
Well, she was spent to and
What's
got
she so
stopped.
afraid of?
I got a video of that. Yeah, she was running up on them and They was finna throw down till the mama grabbed her back in the gate.
She needs to be drilled.
Yeah, she do.
Poor baby. These little baby and a 3-year-old, they don't know nothing. They won't ever know nothing about this gutter trash. Ever. Except for what people start to tell.
I hope I wonder if Cher paid for the clown.
I think it's a
I
subscriber
wonder if Cher paid for the clown. Oh God.
Cher paid for what?
Paid for the clown.
What clown?
If they went to the local party, Angela, where have you been?
I just want to put some of my damn popcorn in my damn bowl. That's where the hell I went.
The clown that's coming down there.
I don't
Gonna dress up as a clown.
I don't watch none of this goofy stuff, so I don't know nothing about no damn clown.
We filling you in.
Dressing up.
To do what?
To clown them.
Step outside.
Okay. You got money for a clown, but you can't cross the border.
It's gonna play circus music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if it's gonna juggle.
I gotta get this on tape if it does.
Listen. You already got some clowns down there.
Yeah, they adding a real clown though.
Girl, shut up. Girl, you stupid. There is the clown. IT the clown. Girl, please stop.
I wonder if it's gonna hold the balloon.
Y'all stupid in the chat.
MCM said it shares the clown.
Jamie says he trying to say now that he didn't know for sure if he was the dad. Sorry, excuse of a man. Yeah, that's why I keep trying to tell y'all, you have to pay attention to the information. If a man or a woman tell you, whoever it is, I ain't talked to Susie in 8 months, common sense should tell you they ain't talked to the child in 8 months. They ain't seen the child in 8 months. How you gonna not have one without the other? She is over the child. So you talking about almost a year you ain't had contact with your baby, but you go run to the Daily Mail, spinning a web about what your life was like with her, and then some goofy bitch gonna try to tell me you don't have a heart. You're talking about him and he's grieving his mama. Bitch, his kid came 8 months ago. He ain't worried about that baby. He did the interview before. Oh my God,
his whole child.
Oh my God, I'm about to start acting ignorant. He did the interview before his mama died. So that lets you know his priorities. He cared more about selling that story to the UK before his mama even died. Because if I'm not mistaken, the article came out the weekend before his mama died. So don't no bullshit about he grieving. Motherfucker, you was getting paid.
They
your mama passed away.
The mama, the daddy, now and the baby.
Cher don't need to give nobody no money. That bitch need to go to the beauty salon. You need to go to the beauty salon. And take them other.
Oh yeah, Dora, you're right.
Because you look a mess.
He's smoking a whole 8-ball.
Like a $2 pony up there. Sit your ass down somewhere. I'm sick of all of them. All of them stupid. And all they do is sit up and talk about each other, but all y'all the same. That's why can't none of you sit up and talk about each other. Y'all all act the same. All y'all act like junkies. You look like junkies. You slurring on the live. The other girl, I thought she was halfway nice. The young girl, she walking around with a corset and some high-waisted ass $2 skirt on with.
I thought she was nice too.
Where are you going in the middle of the day like that? Come on, young lady. Now you. I don't know if you just got hot down at the heat and got to you. What the hell wrong with you?
Oh, she dressed hot today too, and
what I'm saying. And you hanging with these old ass women. You need to find you some new friends to hang with. I wouldn't even be hanging with no old ass women.
Bye,
like
Sandy.
that.
Thank you.
And I like her work because she does, but
she does wonderful work.
She does good work.
She ain't perfecting her talent by hanging with this group. That's
exactly.
I don't question her talent, but you're hanging with a bunch of old ass women that don't do nothing but sit up and go live all day and act a fool, there's no way I would even be in that group. You need to be hanging with young people. You could do your craft, documentary, whatever, and then on your private time, you go hang with people your own motherfucking age. Anyway, in the fucking way, I'm gonna be down here with them old ass bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Old ass motherfuckers.
Right, a mama down there too, though. That mama
well,
there
I've heard. Well, I still wouldn't be with none of them. I'm gonna say it again.
Exactly. She too young for that talent.
That's too much you could be doing with yourself besides hanging with a bunch of old ass gas.
Okay, I'm gonna drive home. I'll call you guys back.
Well, good night.
Good night.
Back. Bye.
T, hit the link.
They said they need her because of her followers on TikTok.
Well, hey, didn't I tell you this ain't nothing but a hustle?
Man, it's a show.
All the people on YouTube down there and them chat members, everybody hustling everybody. Cher hustling people, Cher hustling Billy Joe hustling Cher. I really don't trust that white woman at all. That's a nasty white woman. That's
well, you know, they started her a wish list. She's getting a wish list. What kind of shit is this?
Why? Ain't nobody there at your house. Ain't nobody there at your house.
Ain't no babies coming back. So they said baby items. For what?
Lupus, where you calling from? Hello? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Where you calling from?
Florida.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm blessed and highly favored.
Hey, me too. Yes, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
What you got to add to this nonsense, ma'am?
Can I come to agree to disagree?
If you coming up here to aid a baby killer, no, you cannot.
I will never. Never.
Then what do you have to disagree about then?
No, I mean just on different points of
such as what? Such as what? Because you came up here for a reason. What you disagreeing with the Queen about?
Queen, I'm with you. I mean, I follow.
Okay, but just tell me what you come to disagree. Well, let's just clear the air right now, because obviously you got something you want to say. So, what do you want to disagree with the Queen about?
I was gonna say that by watching it from the beginning of this morning when they got there, you do know that Billy Joe and them put horse.
I sure did. On her, and that's her property, and
fish heads.
But that's her property, and
I won't say the other creators that sent other creators, and they're not there, which sent the other two out there. This was coming from other creators paying her, and she kept saying it. And she told that creator, she also said, this should get you a lot of views because I got Dolly locked up. So I'm here just to say, I'm with the protesters that are out there.
Why?
Quitting.
Why?
That's what I was going to say, because for one, we do have our freedom of speech. And if they want to go out there and peacefully protest, we do have to remember the people that were locked up in the beginning, which were the three, were locals. The one that did the cartwheel, the woman that has bruises all over her arms, and the other one that was locked up. They were all locals. They weren't YouTubers. They weren't out of towners. They were all the people there. Now, I'm going to go back to when, if you watch Bullhorn Betty, she said, if you go to jail over and you get a fine over something that you should not done, and you're doing your constitutional the right way, I will pay. Now, Betty says she will not pay for the woman that went on the property and was knocking on the windows. She said because she did violate by going on the property. The one that did the cartwheel, that was took care of. I'm limited on what I can say, but that was took care of. And he's come back out there, and he knows everything because he was took care of. And the thing with Dolly, if you watch the whole thing, The woman with the rake was actually raking up the fish stuff and the cow poop and was putting it in a bag when the woman in the white vehicle that was brought out by another YouTuber that's only YouTubing what everybody else is YouTubing, not out there boots on the ground. She almost hit her with a car, and then when she said something about almost hitting her with a car and yelled at her, then the woman went to go back and hit her with the bullhorn, and then that's when Dolly went to snatch the bullhorn. Dolly did not assault her.
I seen the tape, man. But go ahead.
But we only saw it from one side. If you'll see the other tape, and it's going to come out, the other side, that's why the sheriff's department come out there and said, we are not with the police department because they know that it was wrong. And that is why the bail bondsman that is local there bailed Dolly out for free.
Well, let me say this to you.
Okay, go ahead, Queen. I respect you. Yes. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Long-time follower of yours.
Okay, let me talk to you then.
Okay.
Seek and ye shall find. It's in the scripture.
Yes, ma'am. And
you cannot say, I'm here for this, and I'm in the abyss and see the abyss and not expect something to pop off. You see, everything's about a chain reaction. So when you went on the ground, you saw what was going on. You were a part of it one way or the other. So in the end, it really don't matter about who pulled what, who put what. You went into a situation that was dire and you chose that. And you know as an adult, you're not a child, that anything can jump off. So why would you want to be a part of that? Because it's just like what I said. You can't have 10 people hooping and hollering and yelling. One person sitting on the sideline saying, I'm not saying anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm not yelling obscenities. I'm not, but you in it. So if somebody decides to come by, they're not looking to see who is and ain't yelling, hollering, screaming. If I wanted to go right now and shoot everybody standing there, okay? I ain't looking to see who's sitting there ain't saying nothing if I was a crazy person. I'm getting ready to spray the room. And that's what happens with people who want to get down like that. They ain't looking for you to see, well, let me point this one over here and not shoot this one over here. Hell no. I'm going to shoot the whole fucking room up. And if you in the way, you in the fucking way. So I don't make excuses because you knew it was jacked up when you went down there. So you're all a part of it one way or the other. That girl filming, you with the shit. You can yell all day. No, it ain't me. It ain't me. I'm just filming. You in the abyss. So when you in the abyss, you can't pick and choose how the shit gonna jump off. It don't work like that. You either in or out. Ain't no halfway in. You can't say, oh, I'm a peaceful protester, but you standing with people hooping and hollering. Well, if something jump off, what are you going to do?
Right.
There's nothing you can do. If you get killed right now, who's going to speak for you? So you see, this is why I had a problem with anybody aiding this. You're not thinking of the worst case scenario. You thinking, well, they fighting right. You ain't fighting right as soon as you raise your voice. When you call her a baby killer, because you're disturbing the peace. The people paying a mortgage and a house note, they didn't ask for that. So how you gonna tell me up here on my channel that's right? Because, oh, it's a city ordinance. They can make noise till 11 p.m. Well, guess what? The old man and whoever lived down the street, I ain't signed up for that. I ain't got nothing to do with them killing their kid. I ain't gotta like it. I ain't gotta agree. But what about me? What about my amendment right to live in my house with no noise? What about me want to come out, water my grass, my garden, pull out my grill? I got to hear this. See, there's no respect. So you can't have it both ways. You either in or out. You all are strapped in the fence. And that don't
Mama, do we sit back and say nothing and nothing's
It's not your problem.
As a mother that's lost
It's
children?
not your problem, ma'am.
But what do we pay taxes for?
It's not your problem what's going on in that house. Because 50,000 people are murdered. No, people get murdered every day. Are you going to go to everybody's house and stand out and protest because somebody got murdered? Or you think they killed somebody? You got to think about what you're saying.
A voiceless child, yeah.
You can't just go up and just start hooping and hollering and cussing and banging on windows and say, well, it ain't right what they did.
It's not right. They went on their property and it's wrong. It's
okay,
wrong.
But guess what? You wrong if you're standing out there hooping and hollering because you're bothering somebody else. See, there's no even exchange.
But you're doing what the law said you could do. You have this.
Okay, so guess what? There's many times
to stay.
There's many times the law is wrong.
You can only be this loud.
Well, the man is making a rule.
They should be able to do it.
Okay. So you listening to what the law said. The law is not always right. That's just a man-made law. I said you can make noise up to 11 p.m. in the city. But that has nothing to do with the fact that somebody lives out there. Somebody who lives out there has nothing to do with Leilani and this woman. What do they have to do with it?
Okay, so what do we have freedom of speech for then? And Queen, I'm with you.
Well,
I understand.
But listen to what you're saying. Who told you to go out there? Listen, who told you to go out there and scream and holler? Who told you to do that? The law told you to do that?
When you did the video of, I think it was last night or the night before, and you said, and I agree 100%, Leilani's not in that house. She's in that camper somewhere.
Exactly.
And everybody's really at the wrong.
So why are you all out there?
What's the purpose?
Yeah, what's the point? See, this is what you all don't understand. You want to use the law. Listen,
but grandmother had the rights.
You using the law. I don't really give a fuck who stay there. I don't care who stays there. I'm talking about principle. You're trying to use the law to your advantage to do what you want to do. That's what I'm seeing. You're not caring about the other people. You're saying, well, I think they killed this kid. I've got the First Amendment right to go out here and raise hell. But in the exchange of that, you're not concerned about the other people. So how's it fair to them? So you use an excuse that the law said, well, they can go do it. But that don't mean it's right.
Right.
That's just a man-made law. That's a man-made law. Well, I'm going to tell you this since you want to talk to the queen about the law. Did you know in the state of Georgia, it's against the law to give head?
Oh, really?
Yeah, and 2 hoes is up in the house.
Okay.
One in a camper somewhere.
Go ahead, TZ.
Can I say something on her real quick? Mm-hmm. First and foremost, the law gives you the right to peacefully protest, okay? That I have not seen them. I've been watching it. They were not peacefully protesting. The things they were doing outside, and I'm not taking up for that family, but the things they were doing was not peaceful. Think about the neighbors and the people that lives around there. And second of all, there's thousands of missing children and hurt children. Why do we have to flock to the number one case that's the top case and then go protest and make a mockery?
Well, I tell you what, motherfucker. Since you think it's okay to disturb the motherfucking peace, bring y'all motherfucking asses up here and fight for my family's friend. My friends, their family member, she was murdered by a girl because she trying to shoot at the boyfriend. Some people I know. They're dead. She was trying to shoot at the boyfriend. So bring your asses up here and fight for her.
There's cases in their states that they could be doing this for, but they follow the main topic and then they make a mockery out of it and they mess up the case. That's how Summer's case got messed up. So
Duff Tyanja Duff is dead up here in Knoxville because somebody decided they wanted to shoot at the boyfriend that was sitting in her car. So since you motherfuckers want to fight for somebody's rights, bring your asses up here and fight for her right. And let me see how that works out. You standing outside there with some motherfucking poster boards hooping and hollering. Hear that bullshit.
That wasn't peaceful at all. I see. And then you're protesting at the wrong place. You want to protest where the law is correct.
I don't give a fuck about them being no whores. What that's got to do with the old man not getting no rest and no sleep? Nothing.
Are the kids that live down the street that don't want to hear baby killer all the time.
The law says you can peacefully protest. It's our first right amendment. That ain't got nothing to do with the people on the block.
And it wasn't peaceful protests to me. Baby killer.
That's okay. Like I told you, it's against the law to perform fellatio. Since you want to talk about the law in Georgia, do your homework when you come to the Queen, baby. You better know all the laws if you want to be a right fighter. So that means you cannot put your mouth on your husband's penis in the state of Georgia. I'll wait.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Now come correct.
Oh, God.
Now come correct to me about the law.
Damn.
So you want to come up here and argue about being down there peaceful and what the law says? How you feel about the fact you can't suck your own husband's penis in the state of Georgia?
You get locked up for giving head.
Now answer that. Since you want to talk about the law says I can go out there. Well, the law also says in Georgia you can't suck a man's penis, husband or not, boyfriend or not, John or not. Since there's two holes up in there, so why don't you go to the courthouse and say them two holes up in there suck dick? We want them arrested.
Somebody said they moving to Georgia then because I guess they don't suck dick. Wait.
Well, that's your choice. You don't suck dick. Shit, that's our problem.
I can't.
You can't perform fellatio on nobody. Period. It don't matter if it's your husband or not. Yeah. You cannot perform oral sex on anybody in the state of Georgia.
She said
you want to be a right fighter, go fight for the rights that you can't slob on a knob. Motherfucker, don't fuck with me.
Damn. And what part of Georgia is that from?
Now, since you got the right to assembly, you can't suck a nut in your own house. How about that? That's why I tell you all, think before you speak. Think before you speak, because you're straddling the fence. The law is not always right, because nobody has the right to tell you what to do in your bedroom with another man or woman. So the same law you think you're fighting for, Quentin, is the same law that tells you what you can do behind closed doors. Everybody listening? You understand what I'm saying? That same law you're fighting for is telling you what kind of sex you can have inside your own fucking house.
Let's stand outside these people's house.
Thank you, Swing. When you come to this channel, I want you to think outside of the box, not be a follower, not listen at everything that's told to you, not be a gossiper and listen at the gossip. I want you to think, because you cannot make it in this world if you are a follower. You listen at everything Tom, Dick, and Harry tell you. That's why those stupid ass people are down there right now. They're followers. They're not leaders. A leader would say, I'm going to the courthouse. I'm going to the police We'll get more results if we sent out here at the police, because then the news would come and say, hey, these people are at the police station and they're saying, why hasn't she been arrested? So then the news reporter will come out and say to the chief, go in there and say, hey, you've got these people outside. They want to know, they want justice for Quentin. You all ain't got no game because you're followers. You got to know how to manipulate the fucking media. You got to know how to manipulate the system. You're not gaining nothing by sitting over there at 535. Those people are empty.
Exactly.
And let me tell you right now, she done signed up for ADT, whatever. She going to lock that house up, go on about her business, and all of you will fly, fly, fly. No more live streams. No more views. No more likes. Because they'll be waiting on the next bullshit to jump off to see how stupid you would be to go jump in the pond. I'm not no fucking follower. I'm not following Satan nowhere.
All right. Well, damn, we need to go protest Georgia.
Yeah, but you understand this. The people don't understand this. This is the South. This is the dirty South. It's not called the dirty South for nothing. This is the old way. This is the same place that believed in slavery. This is what I'm trying to make you understand. If you're going to fight for something, know what you're fighting for. You can't have over here in this corner, oh, you can go make a ruckus till 11 p.m., but the same law tells you you can't have sex with your partner the way you want to in your own fucking house.
Wow. I want to comment when she said the protesters that got arrested, they were locals, but they were there with the other crew. So they were all together.
Why you think Queen didn't comment?
Exactly. Okay.
I don't argue with no foolishness.
Yeah.
Because you're making excuses. You're trying to excuse their behavior because the law says you can assembly. I don't care what the law says. There are a lot of laws that's not right. And since you all want to go talk about the law, well, let's go over to North Carolina where they used to live. The state of North Carolina says, and I know personally because my friend went through this a few years ago. The state of North Carolina says, in order to file for divorce, you have to be living from your partner for 1 year in order to file for divorce, and you have to show proof.
Whoa.
Checkmate. North Carolina law. You have the right to sue your spouse for adultery. Lifetime made a movie about it many years ago. First state on the books to give you the right to file for adultery in the state court. Does it make it right? It's your interpretation. The Bible says it's a sin to commit adultery. So the state of North Carolina said, well, we're going to go by what the Bible says. Stay woke. See, you can't straddle the fence because the laws are made by man. And some of the laws are from the Bible, such as stealing, murder. But should we arrest you because you're a big fat person and you like to fucking eat? I didn't hear nothing. Hello? TZ?
I'm here. I'm trying to fix my stuff. Okay.
But you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we're going to go by the 7 deadly sins and all the sins, you're not supposed to be a glutton. You're not supposed to kill. You're not supposed to commit adultery. Right. So imagine a law. Oh, we got proof you cheated on your husband. You going to jail.
Oh, there'd be a whole lot of people in jail.
It sure would.
You overweight. You overweight, you going to jail.
Go ahead, come lock me up. I'm overweight. Shit, I like food. So I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
No, these people's crazy.
Yeah.
Exactly, crazy. Linda. Everyone would be locked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be locking me up first for sure.
If you were to go by the Bible, for all the sins known to man, there will be nobody walking around. There will be nobody walking around. You lied on somebody, you going to jail. You gossip about somebody, that's a sin. That's in the Bible. You
look at somebody wrong, lustful.
You lusted, you going to jail. So let's make everything from the Bible a law. You coveting, you going to jail. I let you have your opinion, but you're not going to make the queen agree with you. Because I know what it's like to live in a place where people make noise 24 fucking hours a damn day. And that shit gets old. Because just like right now, if I'm sitting up here and do this live, or I got people around me banging and slamming and cussing, the first thing you're going to say is, what's that in the background?
No.
You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
What's that in the background? What's all that noise? Oh, they got the right to 11 p.m. bingo card.
Mm-hmm.
Now, come on with it. They got the right till 11 p.m. to make noise.
For what, though? That's my point.
If she go live, it's noisy over there. Oh, but guess what? They got the right to make noise. They're human.
Mm-mm.
I don't understand why they're over at that house either. It really don't make any sense to me. I lost all respect whenever I had heard that there was a person on hospice.
Yeah.
You know, that to me, I'm like, okay, now y'all know what's going on, and y'all are still doing it.
Because that's somebody's last breath. They're holding on to life. They deserve to have some peace and quiet. Fuck what y'all talking about.
Yeah.
And I tell myself, we shouldn't even have to use the excuse hospice, sickly. It's just days when you wake up like today when I woke up. I didn't want to be woke up by the fucking dumpster truck. But that's his job, right?
Right.
Okay, that's his job. I can't tell the dumpster. Yeah, I can't tell the dumpster truck, hey, you can't pick up the trash. Right. Although you're waking me up because you can't get all the trash in the fucking truck. That's his job.
Yeah, they're making fools out of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm sick of listening at your fucking dog bark all damn day and night. It's a dog.
Okay. I'm just thinking about the children that live around there too. Like we stand for children. It's a whole big picture. It ain't just that.
Let me go here. When my father was dying in a hospital, and we didn't even know he was dying, he didn't even want us talking.
Right.
He didn't even want us talking in the fucking hospital room. So what the fuck you think somebody would feel in their house and they sick?
Yeah. All I could think of was if it would have been my mama when she was on hospice, I would have lost my shit.
I would have been in jail by now if they was outside of my house. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would have been.
When you are sick, your body is breaking down. It is not the way it was when you were healthy. My father was like me. I get it from him, the boisterous, the opinionated. So you see where I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
That That man was deteriorating. He was dying. He didn't even want to hear you talk in the room. You're too loud. Please be quiet. He was dying. So when you come to the queen, you better come fucking correct.
And they're going back. They're not stopping. They're still going. What is the point? Like, I don't know. You
think you're making a point with a baby killer. Think about what you're saying. She didn't give a fuck about her kid. You think she give a fuck about you standing out there with a fucking sign? Like I told everybody, you want to make a stance out there? Go blow up some pictures of the landfill and don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Just put a bunch of pictures of the landfill on a poster board. Matter of fact, just stick them in the ground and walk off. Checkmate. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. A picture of the landfill on a stick says more than you hooping and hollering. Come on with it, Queen.
It really does.
Because you think people would start talking in the town, hey, did you go buy a Buckhalter? What happened? Girl, they got pictures of the landfill on poster boards. You shut your mouth. And guess what people start doing? Riding by looking. See, y'all ain't got no fucking sense. Exactly, Katie. Too much stress can make a person sicker. Exactly. Mm-hmm. You don't know who got exams. You got kids going to college, older people going to college trying to get a degree. They got to study. People got Zoom meetings. You don't know what the fuck somebody got going on. Somebody might be working for ADT. And I got a friend right now. She works from home on a computer. She can't have noise in the background. What the fuck she look like talking on the phone to you about your business and somebody saying, baby killer, baby killer. Somebody like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Where the hell you at? And then guess what they'll do? They'll call a supervisor. Well, I was trying to talk to this lady, but I couldn't hear anything because all this screaming was going on in the background. People talking about killing a baby.
Playing baby music.
So now she can't even do her job because she's next to people on the street with all this bullshit. You all don't think when you talk. What if I wanted to sit outside on my porch? Just sit out on a good day. It's my house. Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. City ordinance 11 p.m. They got the right to assemble.
So kids ain't going to bed till after 11 p.m. because they can't fall asleep.
Bingo card.
Sleep and having to go to school.
I got one even better. Since you want to be a right fighter, mommy. Yes, baby. Why are they standing out there with those signs calling them these baby killers? Well, why are they out there?
Playing baby music. Mm-hmm. Go to bed, honey. I'm just trying to go to bed for school. Nobody's thinking about that.
Yes, Jody said, same with me. I work for a bank from home. Can you imagine? Exactly. There are people who still work from home. And they have to talk to people on the phone. They cannot have that shit in the background. Man, you all are heartless. What should we do? What should we do? It ain't your fucking business. It don't matter that you are hurting that a child was thrown in a dumpster. By law, since you want to stick by the law, it's none of your concern. See, this is why I tell everybody, you don't think before you speak. By law, Quentin is none of our business.
Actually, bingo.
That baby is none of our business. You cannot use the law when you think it is convenient.
For money and gang.
Because right now, if we were to go to these motherfuckers' houses, we go find that blind ass bitch and that other painted horse and that other motherfucking donkey up there in Canada, them motherfuckers would shit.
Go outside their houses. I wonder how that.
If y'all want to be right fighters, let's go find these YouTubers and let's go hang outside their house
and protest.
Exactly.
Oh man, could you imagine what they do?
Let's go to Canada and sit outside where the fuck that bitch live.
Where's her kids at and shit? That's all another story.
Hey, yeah, hey donkey. Hey donkey. Hey baby mule. Hey horse face. Just do that all day and see how bad that would affect your spirit. See, Queen brings it real to you. Let's do the same damn thing. Let's sit outside your house and start calling you nasty names and sit outside. You funky YouTuber. You fucking junkie. Hey, horse face. Hey, motherfucking horse face donkey bitch.
I gotta push me.
Hey, baby killer enabler. It wouldn't sit too well. And then guess what's gonna happen? The neighbor's gonna come out. What's going on here? Oh, there's a fucking donkey YouTuber that lives here that likes to meddle and chasing behind baby killers. What? Yeah, check out her channel. Yeah, let's go over here and let's go to this other motherfucker channel and house and chase them around. Oh, I got children in here. You don't have any right. No, what's good for the goose? Oh, I got babies to put to sleep. No, what's good for the goose?
We protesting our freedom of rights.
Exactly. Hey, somebody's got a fucking sexual offender in their house. Did you know that? Hey, I hear you a Xanax abuser. You get high on your lives. How well you think that's it with the neighbors?
Where's your son when you're traveling around? Unfit parent. You know
Lord, have mercy. I know.
Unfit parent. What?
Steal from your friends and blame them for theft when you're on vacation.
Oh, they ain't gonna like us, but who cares? We're telling the truth, man. I wish they pull up in my neighborhood.
Let me face up.
Shit.
Pull up here and stand outside with them signs. Let me tell you something. The neighbors I got, they're all white. Bring that shit up here. I can tell you right now, use dust.
Oh, they wouldn't last.
Oh no.
Oh no. I think they know what neighborhoods they could go to.
They
do.
Rat ass while you out there.
They know where they could go and can't go.
Because the neighborhood is mixed with elderly, young. You understand what I'm saying? And these people work hard. They got to go to work in the morning. That's a wrap.
They got shotguns and pistols loaded.
New neighbor. Hey, new neighbor that just told me, don't worry, I got you. And he already said, let somebody get jiggy if they want to. I'm coming out with my little friend. So that's why I keep trying to tell y'all picking and choosing who to fuck with these stories. You're going to meet the right one. Yeah, we know how Kentucky is. Kentucky is a strict state too. I don't even advise you to speed through the state of Kentucky. You better have your license and registration. That sticker better be on point. See, Queen know about the South. I live in the South. See, they getting a pass over there. Because really the parts of where they are down in Georgia, you're really not even supposed to be what I would call being jiggy.
Mm-hmm.
Because I live in a state where there's parts where white folks won't tread. And I had a professional tell me that down in Roane County. He said, this place is back up there in them damn mountains. I ain't about to go, and I'm white. And they white. Because they don't like outsiders. Hell no, Kentucky don't play. You go through Kentucky, you better not even blink. So you know what I want them to do? I want them to go find one of them houses where somebody go missing and they radical. The ones that don't like paying taxes, they against the government. You hear what I said?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what somebody gonna say? I ain't seen no live streams lately. Do you know what happened? You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He went live last night, but we ain't heard from him. And you ain't gonna hear from him. Go out, I tell you what, you motherfuckers like attention. Go out west with that shit.
Yeah, come on out here to Iowa. They got something ready for them.
Yeah, go somewhere like Utah, man, or Montana. The places where the motherfuckers don't like the government. That's where you should go. Go out there. That's where you should go. Way deep in the Pacific Northwest. Get your ass out there with all that shit. They'll run your ass out of there. They'll run your ass out of there. If they let you out. Because them kind of folks, they kill their own mamas and daddies. Brothers and sisters. You hear what I said?
Mm-hmm.
Well, come on in, honey. We was just making some tea.
Okay, you ain't leaving up out of there.
Y'all ain't.
Okay.
Car covered up with a tarp. Shit. Some branches on top. And y'all just calling their phone. I don't know what happened. He was live streaming last night. I don't know what happened. Mm-hmm. They do. And they ain't gonna tell you nothing. I'm a YouTuber. I want to talk to you about that missing baby you got. Well, come on in here. Yeah, sure. Come on in.
Soon they hear YouTuber. Oh, yeah, I got you.
Mm-hmm. Those people are the type that they believe in bearing arms. They do not believe in the national government, and they would gladly let you come in, but your ass won't check out of that. Because guess what? 9 times out of 10, you won't even have cell service. So nobody's going to be able to track you nowhere. Track you to the last place that has service on a main road. These people are stupid. Just like that laundry shit. You were down there protesting. That boy was dead the whole time. Shut up, Queen.
The funny part about this, she sued the family for a sign. Wait, $45.
You down there. Listen, you down there. I said they had pulled something about that fucking forest. I could have died. First thing I thought of was all of that meddling. Going up to the sister house, talking crazy to her. Her brother been dead, and you just sitting up there harassing her and her family, her children. She asking you nicely to stop. She had children. Just so disrespectful. Because you couldn't prove she knew anything. You don't know what that girl knew. And once again, like I said, it wasn't your place. You don't choose your battles.
Queen, I think you cut out.
I'm not here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. That's the Wi-Fi saying enough. Enough talking about this foolishness. T, are they gonna find the baby or what?
I think they will.
Okay.
But still, a part of me still feels like I don't think he's there.
Oh, don't start that, T. Why?
But that's just me. That is just me. I mean, I understand there's a lot of garbage, and like I had said earlier, they had to do the trucks they compact, which
okay, let me talk.
Broke my heart.
Please. You know I have a source, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I would never tell you or anybody in the chat anything false to my knowledge.
Yeah.
They know he's in there.
It's just
you have to use deduction. The boy was in there at least 10 days, counting the days they didn't dump trash. So that's Saturday, Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
You know, naturally they have an order of doing things with the trash. How they gonna put it in, pack it down, sand it down. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
At least 10 days of that. How many trucks dump? How many tons per truck?
Right.
Trash. It's a lot of trash. Then you got to count, you don't know how he was murdered. You don't know how he was discarded. You don't know if perhaps he was dismembered. You got to think about all of that.
Right.
Yes. Thousands of pounds.
Yeah.
And then it's compacted. That is the most vile thing to
cruel.
Yes. So now besides, think about when you put a tote in the dumpster, right? It can just fit in there, however much trash is in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to think about that tote being crushed. Because now the dump truck has picked up the bin. He's got to crush that down to make room for the next set of trash he puts in there.
Right.
So now we have a full truck, however long they run the truck. Now I'm taking it to the landfill and dumping it out. And then whatever process they use, because I do not know. Now I go back out, wait, come back the next 2 days, more trash. Now that's not counting how many other trucks then came and dumped trash, flattened out.
Cruel. That's the only thing I can say is it's cruel.
Tim Green says they found Neville Davis 2 months after she went missing, and that's a lot of time. Yeah. Thank you, Hollywood. Thank you, baby. That's long because I brought you information last night live that there was a case. I think it was Vermont. The longest running search in their history was 11 weeks. That's almost 3 months. That's a long time to search a landfill.
Yeah, it really is.
Exactly, Abby. Such a disrespectful way to be buried in.
Like you have to hate a child.
Well, and it's like, obvious because what you have to say to yourself, why did you choose that child? You had 3.
Yeah.
You had 3 children, but you chose Quentin for a reason. And I'm telling you, when I was looking in the shorts weeks ago, Billy Joe did a TikTok video or something where she's filming herself live or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Quentin is bending down looking between the baby gate, which is outside in the back, okay? They got it gated off. So he's got all these little toys playing in the background. She's looking through, the baby's looking through the gate. He's all the way kneeled down like a puppy in the pound, okay? Now, Billy Joe pans the camera around. She's showing the 3-year-old blowing bubbles, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Then another clip shows little Quentin running around once again without bottoms on. Well, he's got like either shorts or a pamper, no shirt. Each scene, no shirt. He's over there by the grandpa. The next scene. I found another video. It's a clip, just a still picture. The 3-year-old is walking unattended by the swimming pool. See where
so they don't watch them.
Exactly. And you chose which child to let out the gate and roam free. That would be baby Zane. I tell you all you have to do is watch. The story will tell itself. You don't need no gossip. Her TikTok video pictures tells the story. Video number 1. Baby is in a gate while you letting the 3-year-old run around and blow bubbles. Well, why are they not together? One can fall in the pool, the other one can fall in the pool. What's the difference? They're just a year apart. Now, looking at a picture, Zane is walking by the pool unattended because your back is turned while you're doing a selfie. Bingo card. You never paid attention. So the 3-year-old could just as easily fall in the pool versus the 2-year-old fall in the pool, but you got the 2-year-old locked up in the baby gate. You got him locked up because you don't want to mind him. It's less if I just block him up in his gate. I don't have to worry about him running around doing anything. I don't have to chase him. But a 3-year-old could get in just as much trouble as a 2-year-old. I think we all know this.
Oh, absolutely.
So what's the difference? See, what's the difference? And see, people don't think about that. Billy Joe probably ain't thought about none of those TikTok videos, none of those still pictures. You all have told on yourself, just like what that babysitter said. You did not watch your children. Another neighbor said it on the news, and they didn't show her face. We always thought the children would get hit by a car. You're sitting right there with the kids, and they're roaming around unattended while you're doing a selfie, doing a live. She picked and chose. Yes, Kate, personal. A baby Q was probably the rambunctious one, even though they said quiet. Because, in that video, he's sitting there still. He's not saying anything. He's not crying. But he looks like a puppy at the pound. Choose me. Choose me. Let me out.
Is it my turn type thing?
Yes. Why you got me locked in the gate? He's 3. I'm just 2. Let me out.
Now, I haven't seen pictures of his siblings. Did they look similar?
Well, I saw one picture of a baby, and I don't think that was Quentin. Yeah, I thought one looked maybe similar to him. I really can't tell because I haven't seen them like all together.
Okay.
But you will be judged according to the relationship that your mother had with the father. That's why a lot of women take their problems out on their children. Things didn't work out with the baby daddy, so now they hate their kid. Just imagine, things didn't work out with a man, right? Now you got a baby. Well, your baby looks like this fucking guy that you can't stand.
Right.
This guy don't want you, or you don't want him, or you didn't want that baby. Maybe when you had babies 2-3 years later, you wanted that kid, but you didn't want the kid before. So now you despise this kid. He's in the way. She's in the way. People hate children for a multitude of reasons. But it's still despicable because they didn't ask to be here. And a lot of times people have children, they're not ready. And there's nothing wrong with that, not being ready. But you don't have the right to mistreat your children. Oh, Lord, what is this coming in? Hold on a minute, baby. Okay. Oh, Kinsley sent me a picture out where she lives. It's the clouds shaped like an angel. Oh. She saw that, yeah, while she was out shopping.
Yeah.
You don't know people. That's what's scary. Is that you don't know people. And it's Quentin is like, how many stories that come out. Let me tell you all something I saw earlier today before I went live. And I do believe this is in Georgia. If not, I'll stand corrected. Do you know a 20-month-old baby by the name of Leilani was stabbed to death by her father?
No, I didn't know. I
saw it today. She's Hispanic. She was 20 months old. Her name is Leilani, which I thought was so ironic that she's the same age as Quentin, and her daddy stabbed her to death and stabbed himself. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Same name, and she's the same age as Quentin. Now, why would you stab your 20-month-old baby?
Heartless.
Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you, that case out of Texas just eats away at me about them two twins, man. That's some deep shit. Because those kids were old enough to beat their mama's ass. But you're too weak to fight. You ain't got nothing in you to fight. You're tall. You understand what I mean? But you ain't got no strength. And how crazy is that to have to beat your own mother to survive? That lady had to have known those kids are going to die eventually. What were you going to do with them when they died? Because I can tell you, they're twins. They would have died probably minutes of each other.
And just dispose them or just leave them where they're at. That's again another heartless person.
She just moved into a new house.
Wow.
She just moved into a new house in Texas. She was going to do just what they did with this baby. Fold their asses up, put them in a suitcase, and dump them.
Yeah, just
I believe she was running from Louisiana. That's the reason why she went to Texas. But the thing that's strange is, how did she afford that house? This is why I keep telling people, you don't know people. Yes, I know about AFC, yes. Because my friend Chris Thorns, most of his content is about abused children. And it gets daunting to continuously talk about dead people just all the time. You understand what I'm saying?
It gets mentally.
Oh, yeah. It's because my live tonight was supposed to be about how far would you go for your children. I was going to do one of my hypotheticals. I had no plans to talk about Quentin Simon today until I got this stuff in my IG, the stuff that somebody was sending me about all the mess that was going on down there in Georgia, because I don't want to talk about that every day. I don't really care about the YouTubers. I don't care about what they're doing. They're irrelevant to me. Yeah. Because eventually the videos, do you notice it's just like the whales? It starts out, the child's missing, then somebody starts talking. Chris Madonna went and talked to Boy H. Before you know it, you're not even talking about Summer. You're talking about what the fuck a kid had to say. Right. Now you're talking about what his mama had to say.
I was about to say, then it went to what they were doing.
Right. Now you're talking about what the grandmama had to say. Now you're talking about a Jody Sue. Now you're talking about this dude that worked with Don Wells. Now you're talking about the neighbors. Before you know it, you're into winter and you have no baby found, and all you're talking about are the people that knew the parents, their version. Nothing about the kid. The girl at the church who taught her Saturday school. That's all you heard. Oh, the flute player. It went on and on and on. And I can tell you from behind the scenes, the stuff that the queen ended up getting wrapped up in because of that Summer Wells shit. Stuff I didn't never tell people in the chat because I had to keep it quiet. But that shit got deeper than just what was going on in Rogersville. Other people who were involved in the case, they ended up falling out. And they're running to the queen, calling me, trying to turn me against the other one. And I was like, hey, I got my own shit going on talking about Summer Wells. I don't got time for that shit y'all got going on. I mean, the shit got so deep, the police was involved with these people, and they were people working with the case that you all knew nothing about because I never told you. This is what I'm trying to explain to you all. Everybody is not mentally well, and they are not who they say they are. That's why I don't get wrapped up in that YouTube stuff, because you don't know who you're talking to. You don't know who you're dealing with. And then everybody gets mad after about 7-8 months of dealing with these fucking YouTubers. Oh, I didn't know he was like that. Oh, I didn't know she was like that. Well, you guys were there all the time. You just kept choosing to sit in the chat and follow them. That's on you. That's on you to keep dealing with them people. You don't know them YouTubers. They'll tell you anything. Make up stuff, lie. Oh, I know what's going on. Oh, no. I think so far that the few things I've told you since Monday, I ain't lied. I ain't lied. Because I don't have no reason to. Yeah, I don't have no reason to. I told you that there was a briefing about Billy Joe, did I not? On Monday. On Tuesday, she was served with some papers. Okay. I told you there's going to be some furniture rearranging. Well, she's being watched. She, whoever's talking to her, Leilani, and that thing in Canada, and another YouTuber. They're watching.
Yeah.
And they're dumping their data. And yet still, I know people run and tell them. I want them to tell them. And they still keep talking and live streaming. That means you don't care about yourself.
No.
You don't care anything about your livelihood. But that goes to show us that's why you're in Canada. You didn't care about your fucking kid. Somebody's sitting here telling you, you might want to stop talking to that damn Billy Joe. What fool goes on a live stream and say, I know what happened to a kid, and they're looking for that same kid in a landfill? But then you start switching it up. Well, I told her, don't take no charge. Now you went from that to, well, if she did do something, well, yeah, she need to go to jail. Well, which is it?
Right. But I can't be getting too close. There's no boundaries when it comes to these cases, when there should be boundaries. Exactly. You don't need to be best friends with none of those people.
That's exactly right. Because you do not know these people. And if the police comes to you and say, this person is the primary suspect, why in God's name would you reach out to that person or their mother or their father for what?
You shouldn't. I don't understand. That's something I don't understand myself.
I have reached out to people who have been on the news and they falter after one conversation. For some weird reason, they don't want to talk anymore. And I can count on my hand how many people I've contacted about a murder that made the news, and then out of the blue, they stopped talking to me. It's strange because you're the fucking family member. So what's your problem? I'm just letting you give you a platform to come on so you can tell people about your family member, tell them the last time you saw them, what you think, and poof, voila, they disappear.
They just get ghost.
Yep. And it's the strangest thing that I've ever seen. Yes, Tim Green, yes. Billy Joe, he says it was illegal for Billy Joe to have her daughter living in the house with the 2 kids that were taken from her custody. Exactly. And she knows that. And that's why I told everybody in the chat the other day, Billy Joe has a lot to lose. She has more to lose than Leilani because she actually works. She's a union worker. She is married. She has, belongings with this man. Leilani doesn't have anything. So therefore, she could right now just go live in a homeless camp, which we know she wouldn't because she's codependent. So she's got to rely on somebody. But nonetheless, when a person's back is up against the wall, they'll come up out that funk, that fog, and say, I can't do this. I've got too much to lose. Billy Joe knew that the first day she went to the news talking bad about her daughter, her and the stepfather. And that's why I couldn't understand why they flipped and then acted like they were supporting her. But my mind told me this is probably a game that Leilani's playing with her, such as, you ain't never been there for me anyway. You left, you did this, you did that. I went over here, foster care, this place, that place. You owe me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
You remember what somebody said she said recently to share about having peace finally since she's gone?
Mm-hmm.
Now, just imagine what it was like after the baby went missing, what the hell they were talking about in that house.
Right. And see, that's something that I thought was weird when she said, I have peace now that she's gone. My mind, for me, I would have been like, you talking about you having peace, but what about your grandchildren?
Mm-hmm.
Like, your house is completely quiet. Nobody's there. Nobody's there.
Because I'm living the way I was when they were there. I'm still the same.
Right.
What was going to change because I signed some funky piece of paper? Nothing. Nothing. See, that's what people don't understand about the story. These people are living the same way they were when the children were in their possession. Nothing's changed except one's dead and two are in foster care. But the people are the same. And this lady,
like they're just living their lives.
Because think about it. Billy Joe came up on the hustle quick. You got to remember, if you listen to the story that boyfriend spun, Bubba, they was pillar to post, barely living wherever they was, just her and her mama. She done met this bloke. He got her own. She got campers, a nice house. She got more than the average motherfucker got. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So she ain't trying to give that up. I'd have been down. I'd have been single. I'd have had, went to jail, larceny, drugs, penitentiary, woo, woo, woo. I ain't about to give this up for no fucking 22-year-old. You got to go. But see, that's what you should have told her day one. I've done all I can for you. That baby dead. I know you killed that baby. I want you out my house. I don't care where you go. I'm done with you. Because now I'm going to face charges because I'm the one that's the custodian. Billy Joe knew all of that, but that's her bed. She's got to lie in it because nobody told her to do that. And I do believe she did it for financial reasons because who's to say she was probably claiming all them people on her taxes. They won't.
Right.
Because even Chris Thorns called me one day and said, I want to talk to you about that comment you made on your channel. He said, why would you say that? I said, what do you mean? He said, why would you say it was possibly financial? I said, because what is she gaining by having people stay in her house for free? Bills cost.
Mm-hmm.
You're using water, lights, gas. You're gone through the week with your husband. You got to pay for that shit when you get back. Just imagine her bills will probably be low as hell while she and her husband are gone and nobody was there living. Nobody. Now, you got 3 adults in your house with 3 small children. You're washing clothes, they're running water, taking long ass showers. You got to pay for that. And if you're not getting any money from these people, that's all on you and your husband. So wouldn't I try to take advantage and get something out of this in the end? It's sad. I'm grateful that the children are small to where they don't ever have to have a memory of these vultures.
But I hate that they won't remember their brother.
Well, baby,
that's something I thought about was these kids won't even remember their brother.
That's going to be the consequence of being raised by vile people.
Yeah.
That's the swap. Because I've done told you, this situation ain't nothing but an even swap. Billy Joe was probably using these people for financial reasons because in the end, she wasn't gaining anything by letting them stay in her house. And she doesn't strike me as the motherly type. So she strikes me as a hustler. So she had to be getting something out of these people staying in her house. Yes, she was being evicted.
Mm-hmm.
And filed for child support. And the first day for child support was November 1st, which was this week. So don't you find it strange? You get served these papers the 26th. Your baby goes missing on the 5th of October. September 26th, she receives the paperwork. October 5th, you're reporting your child missing. That's just a week later. She killed that baby because she was having to get out that mother's house. She had to pay child support, even though it's just $150. But you know you're a fuck up. You know you're never responsible. You know you ain't never been paying no rent, no money. What am I going to do? 1 month later, I'm going to have to be out of here. We got to go find somewhere to live. And if you were borrowing money back from the babysitter, that lets us know right there that's straight junkie behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Here's $150 for keeping the kids.
I need 60.
Right. Come back the next day. Right. Let me borrow 30. Let me borrow 40.
Mm-hmm.
That's a junkie's behavior. So I won't doubt that Danny is also a user. Because you got to remember something. You can talk bad about Leilani all you want. You still rode the ride with her. So what are we to think? You were somebody that didn't use drugs, but yet you would be with a woman with 3 kids, a bad history, and gets high, but you don't? So what point, why are you there with her? Because it's like minds. She get high, 9 times out of 10, he got high.
Like you say, evenly yoked.
Evenly yoked. And these were the people left with kids that she signed her rights over for 2. And the only reason why she didn't sign over baby Sky is because allegedly Danny is the baby daddy. And he probably would have went for that. Like, I ain't going to sign my rights over to her. For what? And I'm here. Yes, Autumn. That could have been it too. Which kid would hurt my mom the most? It could be a multitude of things. But I do believe it's because she knew she was going to have to get out that woman's house. She didn't know if her mama was going to follow through or not. I'm not going to wait to find out. I got to make my move. And another reason I think she also did it, besides the child support and being evicted, I know she will never put me out if I have a child missing. Checkmate. Who puts out a person and their child's missing? Think about that for a minute. You hear me?
No. Yeah.
Yeah. I want you out of my house. Yeah, you turn up my house. You, your boyfriend, your kids. Yeah, I took you to court for child support. So her mind went in rotation. How can I remedy this situation with my mother? Oh, yeah. I'll get rid of the kid. She won't put me out then once I report him missing. It was the ultimate blow. Knock the kid off. And either way, no matter which kid it would have been, it's still cruel. Yeah. But you're going to question why him. But then anyone would say, why any of the children? It's cruel no matter what. All these stories are the same. Haven't you noticed? It's nothing but he said and she said about criminal records, drug use, alcoholism, lengthy criminal records, associates with other criminals, SA. They're all the same.
Mm-hmm. I get so mentally just.
You too quiet.
I get mentally just blocked.
Yes, Fonda. You can see how much the boyfriend likes her by his disappearing act. Exactly. Who would leave their child?
He bounced quick.
Who would leave their child with a motherfucker they think killed that fucking kid?
See, that was something.
Why would I do that? I'm taking my baby. I don't care if we ain't got 2 diapers in a bag. I'm out of here. Because everybody know you can get help with children. You're going to get help with children quicker than being a single person. You know that. Because single people don't get no love out here. You elderly, you get help. You mentally challenged, you get help. Homeless, you get help. You got children, you get help. It's the single person that gets the worst of it. They got to beg and plead to get help. But you got children, you're going to always get some help. So why you didn't take that little girl with you?
I mean, I guess he didn't have custody or something, but still,
That
why
ain't got
wouldn't
nothing to do
you
with it.
fight to get your kid?
You and her are together.
Mm-hmm.
If you felt like this woman killed this baby and you knew how she was living because you've been with her however long, you should have took your child with you. Who's going to say something? What's she going to call the police? She don't have to call the police, because how you going to explain one baby missing and then, oh, well, I got another one too. That daddy, I think, took her. She had too many irons in the fire. She probably would have been upset, because that's probably the baby naturally she wanted to keep, because she's with the baby daddy. But she knew they would question, well, why would he leave and take that baby and you got one missing? Ting.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Lord have mercy.
I don't know, but I'm sorry I didn't talk so much, but I'm gonna get off here and
I'm gonna go
fix
too, because
dinner
it's
for
almost
these
3 hours.
kids.
It's been an interesting. You know, you go, Mama Bear.
They got me.
How many children you dealing with right now?
Just 2.
Oh, just 2. And
just
how
2. 13 and 10.
Oh, hell no. Yeah, look, I almost said I'm going to get a crack rock. Good God Almighty. Jesus.
13 and 10. And then the boy child,
Go ahead.
Boy child's got me outside shooting basketball and stuff like I'm a pro, and I'm like, look.
Listen, because when they get to that age, they talks back.
Yeah.
Look, that's when you have to check yourself like, Lord Jesus, I ain't trying to go to the penitentiary.
Oh, sometimes their mama, she'd be like, who are y'all talking to?
They do that because they pick up things. Children are sponges. They're sponges in them early stages from birth up until preteen. So they pick up stuff from the street, TV, other people. You know, they start smelling their own funk. They want to start talking back. But see, they couldn't, these children these days, because the parents sometimes act like they're scared of their children. Back in my days, the mamas and daddies were not afraid of their own children. They'll let you know, I will beat you to sleep if you even think of talking back unruly. You won't be living here. These children don't have that kind of fear because the parents don't. I don't know if it's just they're scared to buck up and be stern with their children. They want to be friends. They tell you that you can't be friends with your children because they won't be able to identify the two, because it's like, well, you act like you're my friend today, and now tomorrow you're telling me to take out the trash. Well, I can still be your friend and tell you to take out the trash. I can still be your friend and tell you you're gonna respect me. You understand what I'm saying? But they don't understand that.
And we live in a world. Their mama's a short little ginger, so.
Oh, okay. So you don't children that's gonna start talking back to you, run over you, because you've seen the worst case scenario of children turning on their parents. And a lot of people don't think that their child would do that. That's why I was going to do that tonight. That was the video I wanted to make. I had no intention of talking about Quentin Simon. I wanted to make a video about how far would you go for your children, because I'm seeing things from people who are having some real interesting dilemmas with their grown children. And I'm the type, I'm not getting ready to wrestle with nobody grown. I'm not getting ready to go out. I'm not ready to go in debt for you. I'm not getting ready to do that because it wasn't done for me. And some people might say, well, that's cruel. No, it wasn't, because I had to make my own way.
Right. Well, if you continue to bail them out, when are they going to grow up?
Anything. That's my point. Because this is what you have to take yourself. If you continuously coddle a child from the womb till grown, which is 18, now they're 22, 23. You still coddling them. They don't do nothing. They don't pay for nothing. They're ornery. They're lazy. How far down the road you think this is getting ready to go? You think this shit just going to stop on its own? Why would it stop? It's just like anything. Manipulation is king. I'm going to keep going as far as you let me. You allow me, I'm going to go farther. So guess what? What started out as a baby in the womb turns out you're still looking at a fucking 60-year-old in your house. How about that?
Right.
Do you know there's people who live like that? They have been with their parents for 50, 60 years never been on their own, never paid rent anywhere, never, ever, ever paid a due bill in the street. And some have gone out and made children and don't do shit. Still with their mother. How can you explain logically, fucking 50 years old, you ain't never left your fucking mama's house? Why would you even want a man? I wouldn't even want a woman who was still living with her mother. It's dangerous. And you see the case in Knoxville where that boy turned on his parents and cut them up and cooked them on the stove.
Oh, I know. And then there was one where he put them in buckets.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That shit is real.
Because they told him that they wasn't going to give him any more money.
Well,
like he decided, okay, fine, I'm killing you. He was like
26 years old, T. I'm tired. Those people wanted to sell their house. They were moving up to East Tennessee, further east, and they had planned this all out. We're selling the house. We're going to move up closer to one of the daughters. We want a new life. That's their right. That's their right. And he decided, well, okay, they're not going to give me any more money. They're not going to take care of me. I'm done.
Yeah.
And this is what's crazy. He was living in Louisiana. He had an apartment. He went to college, didn't fare well there. He was just loafing. So how's this fair? I've taken care of you since birth. Now you go away to school. You're fucking up at the school. You're not doing what you're supposed to do there. And I'm still paying your rent, your toiletries, your this, your that, and a rent, lights, and you do nothing? And you're 26 years old. You're almost 30. They were tired, and they had every right to be tired. But he didn't have a right to kill his mom and dad. And let me tell you something about that case. When I was reading that case, oh my gosh, T, the detective, when they had got the welfare call or whatever, he said he looked through the window. And he's like, oh, God, no. He said the sight through the window was horrific. I can't even imagine. Because when they got in, one of their heads was in a pot on the stove.
Yeah.
So see, nobody wants to think of that. Oh, my child gonna kill me. My child gonna turn on me, beat me up. Well, the thing you don't understand is the psyche. The human mind is very fragile. It can crack at any moment. You don't know people. And I think with all the true crime stories you've heard, like Jeffrey Dahmer, yes, Casey Anthony, this Joel guy, you don't know people. You're walking by these people every day, sitting at the bar with them, laughing and talking with them. You don't even know who you're talking to. I tell people this all the time, just like right now, all these people missing. I want you to think about this, and I'm going to check out of here. All these people that are missing right now in America, their killer is walking by you. He's your neighbor. She's your neighbor. Like it was Court TV or Law and Crime did a special recently about this guy who was, I can't remember if he was raping women or something, killing them. This motherfucker is in California at the fucking ice cream shop with his wife. And they're filming him, talking to her. And he's committed these crimes, a long time ago. But he's just in the ice cream shop, older guy. They bring him in, interrogate him. Oh, you got the wrong guy. No, I don't know nothing about what you're talking about. They got him. Because, when they first bring you in, they already know you did it. They already got their proof. They just want to see what you did. But you're looking at him and you're telling yourself, there's no way this guy was this rapist. Running around raping these women, raping a pregnant woman. No, that guy didn't do that. Yeah, that guy did. But the point is he was free and not caught. Family man. Probably playing golf, probably went to church. That's what's scary to me.
And it is scary. For me, it's being friends with someone and then years later they commit a crime and you're like, what?
Yeah.
Like they take a lot. They take a life and you're just
it's like somebody I know personally, and I can't give out the location because you all get real jiggy when y'all start doing all that Googling bullshit. So I have to be very careful what I say on the live. But I've sat with a murderer. I've sat with a murderer recently because their child was murdered. The person case I'm covering, Frederick Black, he's murdered somebody. Do you see where I'm going with all this?
Yeah.
I was just talking to that murderer about a car. See how karma comes back around?
It's crazy.
Somebody I know from the past, he killed his kid and they were found in a plastic tote. I think it was 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
We knew of him. We were shocked. Nobody thought he would kill his kids. Because when we got the news that he was found dead with his kids or something, everybody was stunned. Like, no, you got the wrong person. It can't be. But we may have known you as a child, high school. It's not the same as adulthood when you're going through the motions and you're going through life and you're living whatever drove you to kill yourself and kill your kids. And that was disturbing to know this motherfucker put them babies in a plastic tote, man.
Yeah.
So you can't say you knew him. No, you knew him.
No, right. You knew him back then.
Yeah, you didn't know him recently.
No, and that's one thing you just hit right on is years ago we hung out and we were friends and we were tight like glue. But then we grew apart and then we did this.
And then we're older and we get the news he killed his kids and killed himself. So we knew him back then. We didn't know him up until the point he murdered his children and murdered himself. Now, I'm sure there's people right before death would have said nice things about him. Oh, he was nice. He was this. But you didn't know him.
Right.
And that's the thing I try to tell people is that there are a lot of people walking around who have actually took a life and they got maybe 8 years, 9 years, 17 years, and they're not free. And whatever reason they killed that person, you may not agree with the reasoning, but somebody is still on their home team. Somebody is still supporting them. And that's what's so strange about the one story that I'm covering now on my channel is this one guy, he was just murdered here recently. And he's also taken a life and been to prison for that. So one could say, what's that karma coming back around? Did karma come home? You stole a life. So the earth's got to get it back.
True.
And that's in the scripture, 7 times fold. What the devil stole, he's got to give it back. So did the devil say, you were working for me a long time ago. You still working for me. And now we got to forfeit this relationship. It depends on your perception. One man allegedly killed 2 people. Now his daughter is dead. Now you listen to me.
Oh, yeah. And I might know what you're talking about on that one.
I know you probably know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And these are all people that I know of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. See, you don't know people. Even if you change your life and say, I'm living for the Lord, I'm a Christian now. I minister, I teach, I'm a Christian, I'm a preacher. Somebody could say, well, damn, 2 times, that's a lot of killing. Are you changed? Now imagine that person waking up and their child is now dead.
Right.
You know they have to sit there and say to themselves, yeah, God, you took my child because of what I did a long time ago.
Not even I've wondered that. I'm like, was this something?
So you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, about the man with the 2 and then his daughter. Yeah.
The guy that owned the club?
No. It's totally somebody else.
Oh, the girl that was her and the homeboy and a friend was sitting in the car and she got shot.
No.
Wait,
another case. Boyd. He was part of the crew that killed
Yeah.
The couple.
I mean, guess what? Queen know his sister.
I know of his nephew.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I met his sister many years ago.
Yeah.
I
did believe his daughter had passed.
Okay. See, I didn't know. But I'm going to tell you something about that case that's interesting. Why did the state wait so long to bring him up on charges? Because you had to have had evidence in the beginning, because you had to have known how they went there to wait on the victims. You had to have known what car they used. So how did you wait so many years to bring an indictment against him? I found that very strange.
I don't know.
Because you got to remember one thing. Those people who were there, they knew they used his car and was with him, but they never told. Somebody had to say something. Because wouldn't you think all of us are going down for being together in that house staying woo?
Yeah.
Same person who helped you get there, because I don't think I knew that at the time. They were in his cousin's car. He had borrowed the car from his cousin.
So I wonder if it was the girl.
What girl?
Oh, okay. Are we still talking about the Channing tape? Yeah.
A boy.
I wonder if it was Vanessa, whatever her last name is.
But what I'm trying to say to you is, all of them had already been to trial. Everybody that went to trial. He was the last one. Why would it take years to bring forth an indictment against him? Because common sense would have told you, they would have told on him immediately when they got arrested. Would they not, if I wanted for you to go down?
Right, you would think they would.
They were already in prison.
Yeah.
When he got the indictment, which I found strange. Like, who said something? And why would it take you years to bring forth an indictment? Wouldn't one of these people tell him to say, hey, he was with us, we used his car, his cousin's car? I always found that strange. And at first, I thought they were just wanting to point the finger at somebody else, because I thought, what proof do they have that he was involved? But then it dawned on me when I started getting the information that as it was coming out, his car was the ticket to got them to kidnap the kids, because you had to get a car to lie in wait. So the car was his cousin's car. So that means if the cousin wasn't there, then who was there with you in the car? Mr. Boyd. That shit fucked me up. Yeah. And then the fact that they found semen on his pants. Why would semen be on a man's pants? And then guess what? I believe it wasn't the dead man's semen. Shut up.
I don't think it was either. I think there was a lot.
So they started saying basically, he liked men, because I do believe they found pornographic material on his phone that was of a male-on-male nature.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he didn't like that information coming out to the public, because he don't know people. And the thing I found strange is that DeMarcus was a little person. How y'all had so much fear of this motherfucker? He wasn't 5 feet tall.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm telling you, he's petite. So how did these people have all this fear? Good night, baby. Of somebody damn near 5 feet tall? He's a little person. But one thing that I don't know if you heard, there was a girl who went to the news. She didn't show herself. She said a lot of people think this was a racial issue. She said it wasn't a race issue. She said he tried to do the same thing to me. And she was black. She said he came to my door one day, knocking, basically trying to kick the door in. So that's what he went to penitentiary for, was carjacking down in Jackson, down in Tennessee. He went to prison. He got out. That was his charge that got him in penitentiary, was carjacking.
Yeah.
So that's who he was. He's the stick-up guy.
I know when that happened, I was like, I don't even want to drive into Knoxville.
Really? You were afraid to be in Knoxville?
Like, I don't know why. I don't know if it was just how it happened, the crime itself, or what, but I was just like, no way. Like, I just did not want to. Because the way I would go, back and forth to bars and stuff, it had to do with that area.
Oh, East Knoxville.
Yeah, so it was like,
I mean, really, that wasn't really east. That was more the backside, which we considered. Yeah, that's east. It's on the far east of the interstate almost.
Yeah,
on that road, Washington Pike or whatever.
Yeah. So I just felt some.
That's what I'm clarifying. It wasn't in the hood.
No.
But I remember this girl where I was living at the time. She wouldn't tell me what happened, but I guess the police would come in there in the rental office and they would tell her stuff. And she said, all I'm going to say about the case is that it's nothing like what you think. How does she word it? She said, it would surprise you how they got them. And basically, I guess she was trying to say it was just, random, that what you covet every day and do, basically it could happen to you. It was just the timing. They saw those kids. They chose those kids. Of course, rumors were circulating around Knoxville. Oh, they was on drugs, blah, blah, blah. But like I told people, well, if they were on drugs, that wasn't a reason to do what they did to them.
No. It still didn't give them the right to do that.
Yeah, that those kids suffer. And you want me to believe, okay, and I know people do this when they sell dope, they'll let people on. Well, that's your dumb ass to let somebody owe you money. Because I've heard a lot of people who hustle say that. He owe me money. She owe me money. Well, that's on you. Why would you build a tab and you selling drugs?
You wouldn't. Well, I wouldn't say wouldn't, but you shouldn't.
But they do. Because I know somebody that would serve somebody and then he say, I make sure it's double. So the next time he come back, he's got to pay me double than what I gave him. So let's say he gave him a 20 rock. When he come back, he had to give him 40. I told him, I said, how is this going to work? Because eventually, seems like to me, the person would just say, hell, the hell with this. I just go get some dope for somebody else. Because somebody on every corner selling dope. But that was the tactic he used. I said, well, it seems like to me, you losing more because you got to sit here and wait now for the double amount. I never could understand that. But, each person do what they want to do. But I personally don't believe in letting nobody owe you no money. Not in that game.
No. Because
you're losing more by sitting there waiting for them people to come pay you the money. But, everybody do things differently. But I refuse to believe that. That was a terrible rumor running around the hood. They knew them. They knew them kids. Them kids were addicts and da-da-da-da. I said, I don't care. What they did to them was foul.
Very foul.
Very foul. Yeah, and they raped the boy.
Yeah. They did it to both of them.
Yeah. They said, I don't know if you watched the trial, because that was back in 2009 when I came in on a trial in that winter of 2009. Man, the description would make you cry.
Yeah. It made me sick. And then
what they did to her body, her mouth was ruined. Her area was ruined from them trying to scrub bleach and agents to try to get rid of DNA. I said, dear God.
But to me, hello, it was wrong. Look at your actions. They knew what they were doing was wrong.
That's what I'm saying. So you sitting here and did all these nasty things with her and the boy, and then you're going to do all this stuff to try to, ruin her body parts to try to cover up the DNA. Yeah. And they said it was bad what they did to her physically. Her mouth literally was ruined. I don't know how to explain it without being descriptive, but it was ruined. And her private area was ruined. And then they put her in the trash can head first. DeMarcus was a low down motherfucker. And I look at him, and the first thing I said was, you let this little short ass motherfucker intimidate you? How? He was even 5. He couldn't have, I'm gonna be truthful, he could have been no more than 5'5", 5'6". 5'6" and below. How in the world are you intimidated by somebody that little? Ain't no way. And them other guys were bigger. George was bigger.
Mm-hmm.
His brother, LaMarcus, he was taller. Boyd was a big man. You're 6 feet tall and you're scared of somebody 5 feet tall. What the hell are we talking about?
Right.
Oh, I was afraid of him and I didn't know what he would do. And I was defending him at the end. When they was, first talking about Boyd could be involved or not, because he hit him out. That was the first version. Before he, years later when he got indicted, I said, well, maybe he was afraid of him. Maybe he was intimidating. But then when I found out how little he was, I thought, well, this don't sound right. Why would a big old man be afraid of a little man? And then that made me think, hell, were they having sex together? Because y'all raped them. That was proven. And this is before Boyd was even indicted. It was proved that that boy was raped. But allegedly, George sat at the car. That's what he said. I didn't go over to the railroad tracks. And when they was over there with them and burned them up or whatever. So you got to decide if that's the truth. Then you got to decide that he didn't have nothing to do with the white girl. He didn't do nothing with her either. He was the more timid one. Another big-ass giant. So this is what's sad. You got these big-ass men intimidated by a little bitty spider. Make it make sense.
It don't.
I know it don't. And that's why all of you now are locked up. Well, you probably will never see daylight. Boyd probably got the least of a sentence. But you went in older. You're probably still dying now. Because you all didn't have to do this. You didn't have to mess with those children. And I can believe that the murder of their child, Shannon, affected the marriage of the parents to where when it was time for them to go to court in Nashville a few years ago for Vanessa's parole hearing, I knew something wasn't right when the news people were interviewing the mother. And in the background, I saw boxes. And I said, okay, what's going on here? So I kept watching the news, and eventually they showed the father at the courthouse. He didn't have his wife. He had another woman with him.
Yeah, I had saw it, and I thought, oh, man.
Yeah. It messed up their marriage.
And then Christopher, the sadness in his dad's eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
oh,
his dad had those piercing blue eyes. That's where the son got them eyes from. When the mother, she had my eyes too. And you could see, I would see the dad, he would be crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could tell this broke him.
Because a lot of people had become, I would say a lot of Black people had become quite racist when that case came out.
Really?
Yeah. They blamed them. They said those kids were getting high and they owed them money. And that's why they did that to them. And I told people, that's not right, because you would not have been on board if they were black on black had done that to each other. You still would have. That's on you if you let somebody owe you money. How is killing them going to get you the money back? Let's just say if it was true. You're not going to get the money by killing them. But I know in the street, some people rock like that. You owe me or you stole from me. Now I'm going to show you why you shouldn't have done that. But I still don't feel like you making a sound choice and let somebody owe you money should lead to you raping them and killing them and setting them on fire and raping that girl like you did and then throwing her in that damn trash can. I'm telling you, when they testified in court, I believe it was LaMarcus. It was either his brother or one of them had testified about her final moments in that trash can. I'm telling you, I cringed because they was describing her death, and it was as if you were there when he put her in that trash can. That shit scared the hell out of me. And I knew Satan was real. You hear me?
Yeah. What got me also was one of them dudes, I think it was, did you say DeMarcus?
That's the ringleader. They called him the ringleader.
Didn't he give his girlfriend Shannon's pants?
Well, I know Vanessa kept some of her stuff. She kept her purse and some personal stuff. I'm not really sure because it's been a while since I followed the trial. But I'm going to tell you something that's spooky. the girlfriend came to the house to get some stuff she left, and Shannon was in that other room.
Wow.
And he was trying to direct her not to go in that other room because that girl was laying back there, I guess, on a mattress.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
And while they were gone, they took turns raping her. He do what he had to do. He leave. Then LaMarcus was raping her. And them thing was so crazy about that. No, not LaMarcus, Latavius. That's his name, Latavius. That was the darker skinned brother. How are you raping her and your girlfriend was there? I'll wait. That's why the court hung Vanessa. They said this house didn't even have doors. You didn't know that either, did you? It didn't have doors on the rooms.
Wow.
You got to go back. When you get some free time, go back to the trial.
Yeah.
Trial it's vile. Because they said, that's how they was able to hang everybody. They said, how in the world could you all have stayed in this small house that didn't even have doors on the rooms? Most of the big rooms didn't have no doors. You had to have heard people raping her. You had to have heard her crying, and you did nothing. You didn't even call the police. That's why Vanessa, she's a stank bitch. Because you could have called the police. You could have walked out and said, hey, I'm going to go get me a soda. And went and got help. Hey, they got this white girl in here. They're raping her. Please come. That girl could be alive today. You didn't even call. And then had the nerve take off and go straight to Kentucky after they killed her. When they got arrested, they seized all their belongings. She had some of her belongings. They read her diary. And in it, she says, woo, wow, Knoxville, what a trip.
Yeah. Yep.
So that let them know, well, you don't sound like you had no remorse right here.
None of them did.
Vanessa's just as nasty.
She really is.
And they told the other girl, who was a white girl too, that was dating LaMarcus, on the witness stand. Prosecutor said, aren't you this is the white girl that came with them. Not LaMarcus' girlfriend, but another white girl came down there with them too. She left because LaMarcus had pulled a gun out and pulled it to her head. So she took off. But before she took off, she told Vanessa, hey, I'm leaving. You gonna come with me? And she was like, no, I'm gonna stay. So the white girl took on off and went back up the highway to Kentucky. So when she was on the witness stand, the prosecutor said, aren't you glad you left?
Yeah. And
she said, yeah. And two, there was a big stink too with LaMarcus's girlfriend, who happened to be white. Her connection, she had connections to the sheriff's department or the police. So black folks was raising hell about that. Because they were like, prove that she wasn't involved. We don't know. And then when they got out that her father or somebody was a cop, that raised a little stink with people. But she said, no, I wasn't there. We had broke up. So then people started assuming, this was another rumor, that he really killed that couple because he was mad at the white girlfriend. You know, you choose to believe what you want to believe. I don't know, because I don't know him. But I know he's a dog. And they all dogs because they rode the ride with him. And there's no way you could talk me into carjacking anybody, raping a man, raping a female. Ain't no way. And I don't know how you can talk another man into raping a man. Make me understand that.
I've never understood that. Even whenever you hear
that's what
prison, I've never understood it.
That let me think that maybe LaMarcus was gay, because we found out later that Boyd is gay. So we would, put two and two together. Those two were doing stuff together. They had to, because what are the odds that they found all that porn and stuff on his phone? Gay porn.
Right.
So you must have been doing something, because how you gonna talk to somebody else that's straight into raping a man? For what? What reason? And then you rape them in public, near railroad tracks, and then set them on fire. You can't make this stuff up. Yes, they tore the house down. Yes, they did. Yeah, they won't leave that house up. It don't need to be up. And I was watching maybe a month and a half ago, there was a guy He was a black guy. He worked at the some type of plant they had back there. And he was testifying about seeing the cars and all the traffic. And the defense attorney was trying to wear him down. Shit, that black boy held his own on that witness stand. You hear me?
Yeah, did he? I'm gonna have to watch it.
He would let him know, I said what I said. You know?
Yeah.
I said I saw cars coming and going. That's what I saw. I worked back there. Like he said, he was making a good point. You do notice things when you're sitting still.
Right.
Or when you're coming into work, you may notice a white car sitting in front of a house. Then you leave from work, you might just turn your head and notice, okay, there's a red car. Then you come back to work the next day, it's 5, 6 more cars. Well, you can deduce and just say, okay, they got a lot of company, but it ain't none of your business. You're just noticing it on your way to and from. They was really trying to argue him down, and it was like, why are you trying to argue him down? These folks got ironclad proof what the hell was going on in that house. They had traffic, they were trafficking drugs, selling drugs. That ain't no secret. That ain't no secret. And frankly, what they did to those kids outweighs anybody seeing any cars outside.
Mm-hmm.
These people are vile. And that's what's scary, is that you could talk somebody into going along with something like that.
And yeah. And then them taking, yeah, okay, let's do it. Like, what?
You could never talk me into carjacking anybody. You could never talk me into raping somebody. There is no fucking way.
No.
All of them were so dumb. But let me tell you something. And I'm going to hurry and get out because I know you got to go and I got to go. Mm-hmm. When the trial was going on, this was the winter of 2009, because I had just moved to a place in West Knoxville in the spring. I moved there in May. So let's factor in November, December of 2009. I went to Ross.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I was looking for, but anyway, I was in the line. Oh, a comforter. I think I was going to treat myself Christmas for a comforter. So I had a comforter in my hand, and I was just standing in the line waiting, and I happened to turn around and look, and guess who was standing in the line behind me?
Who?
George Thomas's mother.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. And I know a lot of people will say, how in the hell did you know that was his mama? Because I saw her on TV.
Yeah.
She's a very tall, heavy set, light-skinned lady. She wears glasses. Her hair was dark. She looked just like she did on the TV. Because she was at the trial. And her son was the more mild-mannered one out of the group. Yeah. He was the quiet one, the tall one. But my thing was still, you should have went back home. When you saw what type of person he was, LaMarcus or whatever, you should have went back home. All of y'all should have went back home. You would have your life right now had you went back home.
Mm-hmm.
Because he invited all of them down. And even his foster mother testified on the trial. He went through foster care, him and Latavius.
Mm-hmm.
They were abandoned by the mother. She was a drug user. And she was the type, she moved him around a lot, I believe. And one day she had told the boys, I'll be right back. I'm going to the store, if I'm not mistaken. She never came back. They never saw her again.
Mm.
So that carried a lot for them. But the point is, you can't use that as an excuse.
Right.
To be, robbing people, beating people up, assaulting people, carjacking people, and now you've murdered 2 people. And I'm sure they did have a hard life with their mother.
But they're not the only ones.
Well, and that's the point. And when you listen to this lady, she was a Caucasian lady. She was older. She testified about LaMarcus. It was so sickening that you could cry listening to her talk, because she talked highly of him as a child. But that's the point. That was then.
Right.
What he became is not who he was when you had him. But she spoke that he was a wonderful child. She said he was a good boy.
Mm.
So what happened? It's very scary. I think her testimony really just showed you how things can shift. How 1 minute, this child in foster care, living with this older white lady, her family. She spoke highly of him, and then he ends up turning into a monster once he's grown.
Yeah.
And found his way to talk other people to do the same. Now, see, that's where it's more confusing. It'd have been different had he done this by himself. He had help. And he was the ringleader. And I know eventually he will be put to death. They're going to put him down.
I think they all should.
Yeah, they're going to put him down. Yeah, Vanessa, I have no remorse for her. I didn't give a fuck about all that shit. I was speaking for the parole board. Oh, I want to be a beautician and all that. Girl, when you saw what that dude was like and he pulled that gun out on y'all or your friend, you should have ran like hell. Come on, girl, let's go. You'd have your life right now, might have some kids, might be married. But no, you was too busy. You wanted to be a part of that. So that means you was a part of that life. Because she was Latavius' girlfriend. You were part of that life. And then she tried to act like she was so sick that weekend. Her stomach was hurt and she really wasn't paying attention to what was going on in the house. But like the state's attorney said, how could you not know, ma'am? Y'all don't have doors on the wall.
But wasn't her DNA?
Huh?
Wasn't her DNA on them as well?
Well, they slept in the same bed. That mattress or whatever they had. So naturally her DNA would be in there because her and Latavius slept in that room on the mattress. Now, I don't know if she participated or not.
Because I had thought she did. She may have. I'm not going to go on record and say she did. Right.
I'd have to go back to the trial because that's been 2009 when that trial. And, each one was tried separately. So,
yeah.
Because the part where I came in 2009, that winter, I was watching Latavius testify.
I didn't watch it.
Alone. Yeah, she was left alone at the house, so she knew. But her excuse was, I wasn't feeling good, and I don't know, maybe she's having a menstrual cycle or something, because she kept saying her stomach was cramping. But my point is, just like what the DA said, you had to still have known the girl was there because there were no doors on the hinges. So every sound of somebody moaning, groaning, having sex, being raped, how is it that you don't know them? You had to know that was in there. And then they kept her in there up until death. So how are you going to explain you didn't know she was in there? That means you was with whatever they did. And even though I don't think she was with them when they initially kidnapped the two kids, you knew when they brought that white girl up in there. Hey, what's going on here? And I would have said something. Who is this?
Yeah, but it's the thing, she had to have known when they both was there.
Oh, the boy never came in there, I don't think.
I thought both of them were put in that house.
No. They killed him first. They took him. They took him to the railroad tracks, raped him, and they left the white girl in the house with one of the others. They watched her. I think they may have had her tied up or something. And then they sodomized the white boy, killed him, set him on fire, and then came back and played funny games with the white girl, Shannon. But no, I don't think they brought him to the house. They got rid of him first.
Okay.
You got to remember, it was a small house. And then, that makes sense, like the DA said. There's no way you ain't going to know who's in there because it didn't have no doors.
Right.
Jesus Christ. I might relive that through the court trials. Because I have not done a crime vault in a couple months. At least 2 months. And I wanted to do a crime vault. Because I need to do a crime vault because I've not done a crime vault in a while. And that's I really don't like talking about that case because it's just so disgusting to me. It
really is. And then what pissed me off even more was the judge.
What about the judge?
Like they had to do a retrial.
Oh,
because the judge. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this. He was a good judge. And I'm gonna leave it at that. He was a good judge. He just fucked up. But I know some things about him. He's a good judge. Some may disagree, but let's just say
I didn't think he was a bad judge. I just hate that they
because of what happened. Yeah, he got on drugs. He got on painkillers.
Yeah.
Then he ended up getting tangled up with a girl who come in his courtroom, which he knew was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sugarcoating that. He knew it was wrong. But this is what they do when they get on drugs. He got on painkillers, and the girl came before his court. Next thing you know, he's dealing and willing with her, and next thing you know, she sold him out.
Yeah, I guess she's probably.
Yeah, but Baumgartner, before that, I had never heard anything ill about Baumgartner because he'd been around a long time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But that's the thing about when people get on drugs. I mean, they do stuff. So naturally, yeah, okay, he was over the trial. But I look back, I didn't notice anything. Maybe if I go back now, maybe I'll notice something. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes you have to watch stuff. But I think people testified. One lady who worked with him was saying he was sloughing off.
Mm-hmm.
She could see that something was going on with him.
Oh.
That he was lagging. Mm-hmm. So I'd have to go back and watch the trial where I could just see his demeanor to say, okay, he looks like he's a little off or aloof but my thing is, if you're in court and you dealing with criminals, I think you would know there's something going on with the judge. Because you're looking at it every day. You're dealing with the judge. At some point, you will see if he's nodding off or he ain't paying attention. I can't see with all them people in court. Somebody should have been able to notice something to say, hey, we need to have somebody talk to the judge. It is what it is.
Yeah. Well, if you do, I'll be listening.
Okay. Are you gonna try to go back and catch some of the trial? I think I'm gonna go.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back and check.
I'm gonna Google first to see who went to trial first, and then I'll just start with the original person because I would like to know some of the details because I want to know what led up to them putting an indictment on Boyd because it was years he was free before they brought forth an indictment. So I'm trying to figure out who told that he was there. Because somebody had to tell it. And it had to be one of those that was in the group. Because you can't make me think did all this DNA testing, you didn't find no DNA. Because I don't think he raped that girl. But I do believe his cousin's car was used. That's been proven. He was there at the railroad tracks when they raped the boy. And I think that was him and LaMarcus that did something with him. George allegedly was in the car and said he didn't participate. And then Latavius stayed at the house with Shannon. Him and Vanessa. They had them separated.
Yeah.
It's a very wicked story. And I want to know what's the truth about George's participation. He seemed kind of quiet, mild mannered, more or less like a follower. He may have just been sitting in the car. But at some point, you still stayed in that house, so you had to know that girl was in there. And then you also know they took that boy out there using the car with them when they kidnapped everybody. So you knew they killed him. And then you knew that girl was at the house, and you had to know that they were raping her because y'all all stayed in the same house. So like they said, no way you would know somebody's back there having sex with her.
Right.
Damn, man, it's deep. I'm gonna tell you a little secret I heard about the daddy. They said he used to work at dealers and he was stealing out of there. Yeah, my cousin told me that a long time ago. She said he getting on TV acting like he this and that, but he ain't telling everybody that he was stealing at that department store. I died. I said, oh my God, I'm done. I said, well, that was sure enough a best kept secret. Even though they don't have nothing to do with somebody, raping his child. But I did hear that.
Yeah.
Because I think he was selling cars at the time when they had got, murdered. Kidnapped, murdered. And they changed the name of those apartments too. You know that, don't you?
No, I didn't know that either.
They're not the same name. They was I can't remember what they were called it'll come to me because my friend used to live there. She used to work for the post office. She was a supervisor. She used to live in those apartments. And that's interesting because I met her in like 2001. And that crime took place, 2007? January 2000?
Yeah.
So she probably still living there when they did that. That's scary, ain't it? See how small the world is?
It is. I mean, it really is. Mm-hmm. It really is. It's just that you never know. You don't really know anybody.
You don't. Because at some point, these kids walk by somebody probably spoke highly of them. And I bet you to this day, somebody still upholds them. And another thing I want to say before I get off this line, I said it 3 times. I just watched his cousin testify about a month and a half ago. That bitch sat in court acting like she don't remember that he used her car. I said, girl, now you have to stop.
Wow.
Do you remember loaning your car to such and such, such and such? I don't know. Well, it says you said in the affidavit. Maybe, yeah. If it say I did, okay.
This attitude.
Now you're trying to change it because they got him up on charges. But
yeah,
at the time when they knew that he did use the car, you told them people that, yeah, he used my car. And when she sat up there, I mean, she played the role like everything was, I don't know. I don't remember. If you say I did, I was like,
see, that right there. Yeah.
You got to pull that up. You pull that up tonight because that kind of floored me like, okay, you really gonna do this? They already got your statement, big baby. They gonna keep all of that.
Right.
You did loan him the car. You loaned him the car often. Because I learned all that. That's how I learned that recently. Who she was, what she looked like. The guy who worked back there at one of the little plants that would see all the cars piled up at the house. I don't know. I must have been in the YouTube queue and it popped up and I decided to watch it. I was like, wow, this is interesting. See the things you never know about people. And even a neighbor I had, an older white guy who was my neighbor years ago, he had the nerve to tell me, I saw them in the store one day at Weigel's. I said, what? He said, I saw her in the store at Weigel's where I used to work. I said, okay. He said, but Angela, that LaMarcus was in there too. Shut your mouth.
Wow.
Now you put that on paper. Now that was the rumor in the street that they all knew each other. But they denied. Police all know it's random. Years later, I move into this apartment complex, start talking to my neighbor. He says, yeah, I was in Weigel's working. I don't know if he's telling the truth or not. And he said, yeah, she was in there talking. And then he said at some point that LaMarcus was in the line and they started kind of co-mingling something. And I thought, please tell me this man is not making this up. Because that would be the ultimate gist if you find out they did know each other.
Yeah. Or just might have been crossing paths.
Yeah.
The person you see at the store is a person you're going to kill.
Yeah, because he didn't make it seem like they really, really knew each other in the store. But I'm still thinking that would be interesting if we find out that actually happened, that she was in the store doing whatever. LaMarcus just happened to be in the store. Maybe they struck up a conversation. They did interchange. Maybe there was some exchange of number. Hey, I smoke. I do this. I don't know. But I would think more come out when they dump your phone.
Right.
So that's why I said I have to go back to the beginning, because I don't think I've ever heard that in the trial that any of the victims and the suspects knew each other.
I didn't hear any of that either. Yeah,
so I don't think that's just black folks was talking. They knew each other. They had threw in Blockbuster from Asheville Highway in there. I thought, what the hell?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all doing the most now. I was hearing about Blockbuster. Yeah, they was in the scene in a Blockbuster together. That girl knew him. They was copping dope from him, from LaMarcus. I said, man, y'all please stop. Just stop it now.
Right.
I said, what a proof? That's what they saying. You know how people do. I said, yeah, but don't pass that rumor because those kids died violently. They didn't deserve that.
Right. And they really didn't.
They had to
no one deserved
really grimy for somebody to do that to you. You had to mess with somebody's child.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody just
yeah.
And what scared me was I always had this picture in my head when Latavis was describing her last moments. He said he had them stand in the kitchen like little army men. And he said, I want to show y'all something. This is how much control he had over them. They act like they were like in Nazi Germany. He said, I want to show y'all something. He went and got that white girl and put her in the garbage can head first. She suffocated in there. She was alive in the garbage can.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he was showing them that I'm running shit. You better not go tell nothing. You better remain loyal. But he put her in the garbage can. And y'all stood there and watched. Knew of the rape. Knew of the white boy being raped and burned. And then you stood there and watched him put her in that garbage can head first. And I'm telling you, when you listen at the court trials, when the coroner do all that testifying, oh, baby, it's deep. It's deep. Yeah, I'm serious. It'll make you sick to your stomach. Because he's suffocated in there. Lord have mercy. But they left the house, and I guess they left her there. Now, don't you find that strange? You did all that to end up leaving the house and leave the dead person there, and the boy was right up the street near the railroad tracks, and left her car parked outside because her daddy had a GPS. That's how they found her Toyota 4Runner. Shannon Christian, and what's his name, baby?
Christopher Newsom.
Christopher Newsom, yeah. You did all that to then run off and leave the victim in the house. Yeah, man, that's cold, man.
It really is.
Thank you, T.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay, honey. Thank you. All right, everybody, that's my mod T. We're running over near 4 hours talking about another true crime case that took place in Knoxville, Tennessee. If you were sitting here listening, yes, Shannon Christian and Christopher Newsom were the names of a white couple. They were young, dating each other. A group of black youngins, vile vultures, kidnapped them outside of an apartment complex many moons ago and took them to a house off of Cherry Street in East Knoxville, raped the boy at a separate location down the street from the house where they had her, raped him, set him on fire, then went back to the house to continuously rape the white girl for about 2 days. And then finally, LaMarcus stood her in front of everybody in a kitchen and put her in a dumpster in a trash bin where she suffocated to death. They were going to a party but stayed outside for a minute talking. Well, however it went, they were outside the car. The thing is, you have to be aware of your surroundings. It's really not good to be talking to people in the dark. That's why I always tell people, don't talk to people in the dark. Don't conversate. Don't go to nobody's car. Somebody say, hey, I need help. And best don't talk to nobody in the dark because it's dangerous even if you do it in the daylight. I don't recommend it. You need to be going to the car or out the car to your house. Be careful with parcels, digging in trunks, because Queen does a lot of stupid stuff at night herself. And it's just like I'm OCD with stuff. I like to get everything done, but it's really not a good idea to shop at night, rambling your trunk at night, rambling your car at night, because you don't know who's watching. You just have to be careful. I want to thank you all for joining me. Thank you for the laughs, prayers for, I'm about to say Simon, Quentin Simon. That's the only prayers I got right now. As far as this other mess down there, I don't have anything to say about that. Because those people are foul to me. And they're not even worth the attention we give them to even talk about them. Because these are, as we call them, clout chasers, clout whores, people that like to do stuff for attention. So to me, you're no different than the people you're complaining about, because there's no reasonable explanation for being down there and cussing and fussing and hollering and disturbing the peace. And I don't care what the law says about a city ordinance and the time. That has nothing to do with me and me wanting peace of mind in my house where I pay rent and taxes. What does it have to do with me? I'm entitled to have a life myself. These people have that's their right to live cohesively where they stay. So who gives a damn about a city ordinance? And it don't matter the age, the race. This is my house. I want it quiet. That's my right. You know, it'd be no difference if somebody was having a party. If it gets loud, it got loud. It's still disturbing somebody. It's all the same. As I've learned with right fighters, it's only right when it's self-serving to them, when they want to ride or die with it. But they don't want it done to them. I can go do what I want when I want, whether it's breaking the law or not. But nobody better not do it to me. And that's what I see with these YouTubers, what I've seen on YouTube, what I've seen in people in general. I do what I want when I want to, but you better not do it to me. Thank you, Gigi. You better not do it to me. I get out here and raise hell, do what I want, but you better not do it to me. And that's why you have to watch people who have that type of mentality. Because when they show you they don't have respect for other people and that they'll do whatever they want to do for self-serving reasons because they feel like they're in the right, to me, they're really no different than the person that killed the baby. Because that person felt like they were right too by snuffing out a life and throwing them in the damn dumpster. So how are you different? Because what I say to myself is, if you willing to disturb the peace, disrespect another human being, how far will you go? Because it's all self-serving. So how far will you go in protesting? Once you go on the line and hit the window, you might as well just push the door open. That's why I'm saying, how far will you go? Are you next going to drag somebody out of a car? Beat them up? You going to stand there and watch them do it? So then now we've crossed over to peacefully protesting, so you say, although you're loud, to now watching people assault somebody and you didn't go in and stop it. See, you got to think before you speak. They have information that led to the dumpster for the last time. FBI and the law have surveillance. That's how they got to the landfill in the first place. I think that should be obvious. And they have other evidence. Anybody should know they have surveillance, pings, phone dumps. Dear God. Hey, Jonna, baby. Thank you, sweetie. I'm out of here. I don't want to talk about this shit no more. If you'd like to donate to the channel, $DeGanji, 129 Cash App. Thank you for the stickers and chats. God bless all of you. Sorry it went over and went long. Feel free to go back to the beginning to get the recap. Please stay safe. Mind the children. If you see something, say something. Be a part of the solution and not the problem. Lord have mercy. I've never seen people so blind. Just believe anything. That's the reason why the baby's dead. I can honestly say that. I see why the baby's dead. Because there's more people out here that think like Leilani and her mother. Just walking through the earth, doing whatever, believing whatever. If you think those people are out in that landfill because they are bored, something has to be seriously wrong with you. And I want to say that. And I won't say it no more. Nobody goes out and hires 40 different people from around the United States to look in a fucking landfill because they are bored. Obviously, they have evidence that led them there. And I doubt that it would be on the word of a pathological liars, such as Leilani and Billy Joe. I think they would need more than that. And that's their version. And why would I believe the version of somebody that killed their kid? I'm done.